everyone's in the wrong place. 1 second. Boop. Boop. Hello, everyone. We have minor technical difficulties while I move everyone round to the correct spot. Oh, did it? Nearly. Hey, there we go. Hello. Welcome to the Initiative Order. And tonight's, today even, because for some people it's early, for some people it's late, our day of charity streaming for WAVAW. Thank you all for joining us, and we hope we can donate and help out a great cause today. Before we jump in, I'll give you some information on WAVAW and who they are. So, WAVAW is British Columbia's largest rape crisis centre, and they provide free of charge support services to cis and trans women, two-spirit, trans and or non-binary survivors of sexual violence. They advocate for social and systematic change through education, outreach and activism. They are an amazing company, amazing group of people doing some fantastic things to help people that have been through some horrendous traumatic situations. We want to do our part to try and help, so that's why we're doing this charity day today, and we hope that you guys can help us out and raise some money. They have a global target of 10,000 today, over the weekend that they're doing it, and hopefully we can contribute something to that and help out. So that's what we're doing. So thank you all for joining us. We have a long day of some interesting and fun games, starting with this one, which is our D&D one-shot, with this lovely group of players here in front of us. So before we delve in and get going, we'll go around the table and everyone can introduce themselves and let people know who they are and what they're about. So first, let's go to Alix.
That's me. I'm Alfield Windrunner on Instagram, and I have a Twitch as well. I'm a cosplayer and Warhammer fanatic, basically. My character today is a half-elf trickery cleric, following Loki. My name is Freydis. Can you put your face in here?
Lovely. Next, we will go to B. B, you're up next.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear you. Hi there. I thought you'd gonna say Thia, but B will do as well. I'm B in real life. Thia from Thia's Fantastical Things. I make leather goods, tabletop gaming goods. One of which is my all-in-one DM kit, which is a case that opens up into your DM screen with all the accessories for DMs that they might need during the games. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, or just look for Thia's Fantastical Things. And my character today is also Thia, so she's my character in game as well as my company. She's a ranger rogue, she's a wood elf, and she's going to be hunting monsters and hopefully getting some leathers for next projects, eh?
Smashing, wonderful. Next, we will move to Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess. You can find me at Rising Valkyrie on Instagram, and I'm just chilling. I'm just here chilling, I guess, having fun, being my best me. And my character is called Ash, Fire Genasi, and she is also a paladin.
Lovely. And then next up is Kelsey.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm Tombs and Tomes on Instagram. Today I am playing a Hexblood divination wizard. She looks very similar to this. She's a little bit more sallow of complexion, and the crown on her head almost seems like it's coming out of her body like an extension of herself.
Very nice. And last but by no means least, Joe.
Hello, I am Joe. I run Encounter Terrain, where I make gaming-related tabletop bits and bobs, purely hobby-related, and My first and foremost goal on this planet is to build communities of people that thought that they were by themselves and link them in with thousands of other people that are also in thinking that they are by themselves, but everyone's exactly the same. I love community building. I run terrain competitions, diorama building competitions, which are more so just community building events, and there happens to be a winner. But if you take part, everyone's a winner because you build your community and then you build some terrain. I am going to be playing a character named Tango. You may call me Tango for short. He is a level 10 rock gnome rogue assassin. His specialty is sneak attacks. He gets hit quite frequently. He's got quite a low armor class, but he's got quite a high health. So he's going to be diving in crossbow first. I look forward to playing with all of you, and thank you, Danny, for setting this up.
No problem. Wonderful. Okay, so delving into tonight's game. We say tonight because a lot of us are in the UK. But yes, so you are all a group of adventurers, having previously worked together on several different quests and missions, and in creating these bonds with each other, you have joined a local adventurers guild to kind of broaden your horizons and opportunities for more gold, glory, fame, and adventure. Now, you've just recently come back from your last quest, which was to a cave of horrors, where you all faced off against a chimera and a small horde of goblins that were keeping it. After successfully dealing with that and freeing a small village on the outskirts of this cave from the torment they had from these adversaries, you arrive back at the guild hall in your local town, and you're all sat around a nice large fireplace, enjoying a mug of ale, taking a breather, chatting with each other. It's coming towards the end of the year, and you're aware that in your town is the Festival of the Dragon. That's currently being set up and prepared, as the town you live in and the kind of kingdom was a long time ago, thousands of years ago, protected by a great gold dragon that was the protector of the realm, and kept everyone safe there. And after its passing, years later, they honour its legacy through a yearly festival. So everyone in town's kind of setting that up at the minute, getting prepared for the festivities at night, where there's going to be fireworks, dancing, music, performers, puppet shows, drinking, all sorts of revelry and parades and stuff. So you all kind of sat around the guild hall now, having a relax after dealing with your previous quest. It's an uneventful day here. You know, there's not many other people in the guild at the minute. But while you're all kind of chilling, not doing much, one of the guild messengers kind of toddles on down the hall to the main communal area where you guys are, and he's got an envelope in his hand. And he's like, "Oh, I'm glad you guys are back. Someone dropped this off at the front door. I didn't get a look at it when it dropped off. It's addressed to you. So, you know, who wants it?" Anyone?
I should just cleaning her Warhammer, just not even looking up.
I will send my mage hand.
He kind of drops it into the mage hand. Now this spectral hand's just kind of holding this note in the air.
And I will send it straight over to Ash. Go like this.
Okay, so this spectral hand, Ash, floats over towards you, and drops off this kind of small, little worn envelope.
I shoo the hand, and I will look up from my cleaning, I guess, and I'll huff and I'll roll my eyes. I pick it up and I open it up and read it out loud to everyone.
Yeah, no problem. So you open the envelope up, and before you do, make me a history check. We're doing this now.
First roll of
dear.
the game.
Oh dear. Right, hold on, what am I doing? Right, that's what I'm doing. And that's a 6.
6. Okay. So you pick up the envelope, you open it up. You don't recognise it at first, but opening the envelope up, you see, it almost looks at first glance it looked like there was nothing written on it, but when you kind of proper take a look at it, you see that there is a line smeared across it in blood, and then underneath it says, "You are marked. Enjoy your last days."
Promising.
Sounds like fun.
Sounds like we made a friend. Who is the friend? Does it say who the friend is?
That's all that's written on it.
Fuck's sake. Okay, here we go.
Hmm.
I don't preferably want to die in the next however long it is. Maybe we could figure it out.
Who knows about paper? I'm not interested in things like this. Anybody that does books? One of you guys?
I am a scholar. I suppose I could take a look at it, but I don't know what I'd really find.
Roll me. Anyone who wants to kind of take a moment to look and guess what all of this means, roll me a history check.
Maybe don't touch it, because I think that's what it was. So just, yeah. I don't recommend it, maybe.
Can you just hold it out like this?
Yeah, okay, I'll turn it around. There you go.
16.
16.
16 for history.
Okay, so you take this piece of paper, well, you look at this piece of paper Ash has got, you kind of take a minute to scrutinise it and think, what the hell, what's this? And then it kind of tweaks in the back of your head and you're like, oh, I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. This is a death mark. This is an assassination order. So someone's put a contract out on... So when someone wants to kill someone, but they don't want to dirty their own hands, they can assign the Assassins Guild to deal with that for them in payment for a lot of money. And they will deal with it in one of many ways. And they put out a death mark, which is signed with blood and is sent to the recipient of this hit, coincidentally being all of you.
Warning.
And, you do remember, when you last heard about these, that most people that receive one of these death marks usually dies.
Usually.
Tango, what did you do? What have you done recently, Tango? Because this is a death mark, and for some reason, I think it's you. It tends to be you.
Are you done with it? Can I put it away?
Should we burn it?
Can I have a look at it? Can I have a look at it,
here you
please?
go. Have that.
Thank
There you go, Tango.
Thank you. What colour is the blood?
It is it's kind of a reddish brown colour now as it's dried.
Right.
Looks human though.
Looks human.
From previous dealings with blood in your many adventures.
Well, let me put it this way. Humans are very large creatures compared to me. They have a lot of blood. This could have come from any of them. Should we just go find them and where are the closest humans to here? And I'd stand up and have a look around.
So looking around the guild hall, there's a couple of humans kind of sat around in here. Some listening, going like,
Can I go speak to one of the closest humans?
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, you see a guy in studded leather armor, with a great axe leaning against his chair, and he's just kind of sat there,
Cool.
relaxing, having a minute.
All right. Well, I will sort of dawdle over to him very, very casually, and just sort of throw the note at him, and just be like, "Excuse me, human. Which one of your other humans does this?"
And he sits up in his chair and he's like, "What the fuck are you on about, Tango?"
And I was like, well, this is human blood. So who kills humans and does this to them? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So this person grabs the note from you and looks at it and goes, "It's a death mark. It doesn't have to. It's not just a human thing. It's anyone can put, get one of these and set them up." Who have you pissed off lately that may want to? Is it to you or is it to all of you? And he kind of looks up at the rest of you over there. So, what have you guys done?
Does the note actually say anything other than you have been marked? Is it addressed to anyone specifically?
The note itself just says you are marked. Enjoy your last days. The envelope has each of your names listed on the front.
Oh, each. Right. I turn around to everyone else and just like, who do we all know? Who is one person that all of us individually know?
But did you say that it's to do with like Assassin's League or whatever, one or other?
Yeah, so it's...
One of you have an in that place?
Tavern owners know everything. We should go there.
It's a good idea.
That's a fair point. The town that we recently saved, who did we save them from?
You saved them from a group of goblins and a chimera.
I don't think they would send a death note.
Chimeras don't have hands.
Death mark, yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't
Goblins.
underestimate the goblins.
Agreed. Possibly.
I
We'll
don't
figure
think
it
that's
out.
smart.
We'll figure it out. Can we go for a drink? Because I really need one after this.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that.
On me. Let's go.
I'll just turn up to the other humans that are just probably annoyed and just like, sorry guys, I'll see you later.
It's just like,
Thank you.
Tango, we deal with you on an almost daily basis. It's fine. Just we don't want to kill you. Just
let's try and keep it like that, and I'll dawdle out with the other people.
No problem. Yeah. So, are you guys heading to a tavern now? You going getting a drink? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's go to.
That's
So-
the answer to most things. To the nearest tavern.
So you guys all get yourselves together and head out of the guild hall, going to one of your regular haunts in town, as you do have a few that you go to, but there is one close by.
What is the name of the tavern? They always have exciting names.
It's called the Greasy Spoon.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I like that.
But you head off out of the guild hall, through the doors. It's like midday at the minute, even though you've already been drinking. But you head off down the road, and as you're walking down to the Greasy Spoon Tavern, you can see that the town's bustling with activity and energy, with the preparations for the festival being done. And there's a lot of people, kind of like wagons with big props on and stuff, ready for the parade and that, moving about, and a lot of people carrying boxes, and like you see people with big bunches of flowers. You see a couple of people with like big tubed fireworks, kind of haphazardly walking down the street. But you make your way along, and after a couple of minutes, you get to the Greasy Spoon Tavern, which is it's one of the biggest taverns in town. It's got 3 floors. It's got like bedrooms on the top. It's got a big balcony level, like a mezzanine in the middle, and then you've got the big open tavern floor. Head on inside, and there is like a big long bar on one side, big fireplace at the back, lots of tables and chairs. It's busy considering it's dinner time. There's a lot of people eating, as it is the Greasy Spoon, and they can get a nice bit of a fry up and stuff here, a nice bit of cooked meats and eggs and cheese and bread. But you do, when you're looking, you do remember, it's like, you forget these things having been away on missions, but there is like a large open area in the middle that's reserved for disputes. So if you knock someone's drink, expect to be in the open bit fighting for your life. Usually, it's not the poshest of places. It's a little bit rough. But yeah, so you head on in, and you kind of wave to the bartender who knows you all by name. He knows all your exploits because you're usually sat here drunk, retelling your stories of an evening. So you head on in, grab a table, and after a couple of minutes, one of the barmaids comes over with a bunch of drinks for you all, your usual tipples as you have. So you're now sat in a tavern, relaxing. What now?
Do I recognize the waitress?
Yes.
It begins.
Okay. What's her name? Do I know her name?
Her name is Janine.
Okay. How you doing today, Janine?
She stood there with her tray and she kind of looks at you and goes, "No."
Oh,
As
not
much
today,
as you
then.
try, Ash, no.
God
And
damn
she
it.
just kind of tilts her head and walks away.
I just think after her and just take a massive gulp out of my pint.
While that's happening, so I'm kind of acting like I'm looking at my group members, but I'm really trying to scan the bar area for anyone that I both don't recognize and who seems to be kind of sneaking peeks at us.
Okay, make me a perception check. And if anyone else wants to do the same.
Yeah, I would like to do the same, please.
16. I got a 16.
Okay.
I got an 18.
18. Okay. You both kind of, while you're sat there with your drinks, scan the main floor of the tavern, looking round. You recognise most of the regulars here. No one out of the ordinary. You do see some faces you're not familiar with. But as there is a festival on today, they do tend to get people from out of town coming in for the festival. Don't notice anyone who looks a bit shady or anything like that. Just seems to be normal town folk, as you can make out from kind of a general glance around.
Who wants another round?
I'm in.
Yeah?
Yeah, we could ask the. I asked the bar lady. I can't remember her name. What's her name? Janine. I asked Janine if anyone's been asking after us, because they must have found us somehow to know where we were.
Janine kind of scrunches her eyes and she's like, Has anyone asked about you? Not that I can think of, no. Not since you've been gone, no. No one's really asked about you. No. I mean, Tango still needs to pay for that chair he broke before he left.
I won't think I'm not in this conversation, sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, no one's been asking about. Not that I can. No one. Not in front of me, anyway.
Okay. Pay for the drinks then.
Yeah.
Or was Ash paying?
I'm paying. Yeah, I'll pay. It's on me. Don't worry.
Perfect.
Hand over the gold, and then I go up to the bar actually, and talk to the barkeep.
Mhm.
I say, "Hi, do I know them?" I must do, right?
Yeah, you know it's Albert. He's always there. He's a
Albert.
big gruff,
Old Albert.
bald guy with a big ginger beard.
You're right, Albert.
Yep.
A little bit slurring, and it's not great. Has anyone asked about us recently?
Kind of looks at you and pulls up a big mug and pops it in front of you. He goes, "Drink that.
What is it?"
Water."
Fair enough. Oh, you cut me off already.
Just slow down.
All right.
And he goes, "Well, I mean," he's like, no one's been asking about you. Why? Why'd you ask?"
We just got I just opened up a death mark.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't know if I was meant to tell you that, but I have now, so sorry.
Oh, well, my condolences. It's been a pleasure knowing you, I guess.
Do you know any Assassin's Guilds around here, or anyone that's possibly an inquiry about us?
Let me have a think.
Seem to be in the know.
I try to be in the know. Well, I don't remember any guilds around here, any assassins or anything like that. Not that you guys or anyone at the guild hall, the Adventurers Guild, haven't dealt with. What about those thieves you dealt with a few months ago?
I don't know if I quite remember. It's been a few adventures since then. Mind refreshing my memory?
Pulls out another tankard of water for you. Go and drink that.
I'm just gulping it down.
And for backstory purposes, you guys all previously, a few months ago, dealt with... you had a quest in a city, maybe 20, 30 miles away, in which you had to infiltrate a thieves' guild and procure some information on their doings and what they were up to. You successfully did. You managed to sneak your way into the guild, collect the documents and deliver them to the royal guard of the city, who then took over dealing with the situation, and several arrests were made, including the guild master, and they were all locked up in the castle dungeon of the city. You all made it out alive, barely. Luckily someone threw Tango through a window, which was what aided your escape. But yeah, so that was your previous experience with a thieves guild a few months back. Over. That's what he's referring to.
Thanks, Albert. Thank you. Thanks for the water.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for looking out for me, as always.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of
Leave Janine
back.
alone.
But
At least for
fine.
today.
Okay, no more. I won't do any more. And I go back, and I kind of just like get back to the table. Is this like a circle table?
Yeah, big round
Okay.
wooden table with stools and a couple of chairs.
So I kind of just like wrap my arm around Kestrel and I say, guys, do you remember those thieves? Albert, remind us about that thief guild raid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Maybe it's them.
There was that. Do we remember?
Was that when we threw Tango out a window?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It wasn't us. It was somebody else, but he got thrown out of the window.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I'll just casually look down at my elbow and like, it's getting there. It wasn't that long ago.
This was a scratch.
Yeah, it could be them. I remember, we got into a lot of mischief there. I think I may have knocked off their top fella. They're probably pretty pissed off.
I remember Ash doing that.
I remember her doing that as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I took a few knocks that day. It's the memory's a little hazy, but
I thought they were dealt with though. They're in dungeons, right?
Well, some are, but if you take away the top person, the next person becomes the top person. As far as I know, there's probably another top person that's probably after us.
Could we potentially go to the guildmaster's home and see if we can find anything in maybe desk drawers, letters, people they might have known?
That's why I don't like taking jobs where people are involved, guys. Monsters, always.
Fair. I get that.
Whose idea was that again?
Not mine.
Not mine.
I just
Tango
go with the
has to
flow.
mine, I guess.
What time
Right.
of day is it currently?
It's about early afternoon, midday, early afternoon.
Can we make a trip to that town today, or should we do it tomorrow? What if we die tonight? God's sake.
In our sleep, yeah.
How far's the town?
About 20 to 30 miles from where you are.
Keep your hand over your drink, everybody. Not kidding.
It's water anyway, don't worry. I'm good.
You're still drinking it.
I'm still drinking my second water, yes. What should we do, guys? Because I don't really want to die anytime soon.
I think we should act sooner rather than later. I don't want to die either.
Agreed.
Well, at the festivals tonight, we could leave without anyone seeing us if it's going to be super busy.
Maybe they plan to get us at the festival.
Maybe
Would be a
we
good
can,
cover.
yeah, maybe we can use something or someone as bait during the festival. There's going to be a lot of people there. If we make ourselves very obvious, they may also.
Maybe we
I'm
can
gonna
make
narrow-
other people look like us. Oh, that would be horrible.
I'm just gonna narrow my eyes at Tango when he says use somebody as bait because I already know where it's going from past experiences with Tango.
We will not put others in danger. Not today.
Well,
Nathan.
well then. What's the main event of this festival thing? Like, what's it all like? What's the big climatic thing that everyone ends up watching?
The big climax of the festival is a parade that goes through the town and ends in the central square, and then there's a big fireworks show, and then it's all like music and dancing and stuff.
I am open to any suggestions from anyone.
Well, can't we in one, how long does it take to get to that city? That it's like 20, 30 miles, you said?
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take to get there?
Depending how fast you're going, you could probably get there in several hours.
Can we not get there and then get back before the festival begins anyway? Because that I'm gonna assume that doesn't start till like the late hours of the evening, and
Yeah, I mean,
the
it's
big climax will be, I don't know, midnight.
yeah, it
usually-
is at midnight. Yeah, so you've definitely got a good 12 hours
So
in
we
the
could
day.
potentially get to the first town, investigate over there, and if we find any leads there, or if we don't find anything, then we can get back here in time still.
Amazing idea, Thea. I agree.
Yeah.
That's great. I'll go with
Let's
that.
do it. Yep. Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, let's
Watch
go.
out for anyone following us on the way.
Yeah, whoever's the most.
We should try and disguise ourselves somehow, maybe.
Kind of hard. I've got fire hair.
Whatever you wrap around it just burns, right?
Now, I know that
Exactly.
I may have annoyed a lot of people, but I actually have something called infiltration expertise, which means once a day for 7 days, I can disguise myself as someone that's not myself entirely.
Nice. I also have a secret identity. I could be the Duke of Sandringham.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I can use magic to disguise myself.
Always
Nice.
good.
Nice. Good for you guys.
So it's just
I
a fire
can try and
hair.
pass without praise.
I don't know what to do, guys. Sorry, I can't really.
You can walk a few steps in front.
Maybe we can acquire some additional services. This is a big city, right? There should be something, I don't know, some hats that we can discuss. I know fiery hair, I get it, okay.
Some
But-
fireproof helm.
Yeah.
Just don't touch it because it might be a bit hot. I don't know. Maybe if is anyone taller than me, just to hide me. I'm 5'6". That helps.
Or do you want to
no,
stand on my
that's
shoulders
same.
and just get one big coat? I don't know.
That could work.
A flaming
I don't mind
coat.
Part of the festival.
How about
Do we need to disguise ourselves? If they're
Might
after
help.
us,
We know. But they let us know, so they know we know.
The thing is, we don't want them to necessarily know that we're leaving town and then coming back again.
Hey,
That's
wait,
all.
who gave the letter to us? I forgot that already.
It just
It
got
was,
dropped off.
Yeah, it was dropped off at the front door, and one of the messengers
Ah.
of the guild picked it up
Okay.
and brought it
Ah.
over.
We could ask the front desk what they saw.
Yeah. See that?
Good idea. Good idea.
Hmm.
Freydis.
We missed this
Freydis.
whole bit.
Very observant, this one.
so yes, let's go 7 pounds over before we go to the front door of this.
They're like, yeah, we saw the guy.
I just start walking off on my
So
own.
we get back to the guild and make our preparations.
I think so.
Yeah.
Back to where we started. Let's go. A few drinks down and back we go.
Okay, so you guys finish your drinks in the tavern, and head back to the guild hall to make your preparations for your little trip to the big city. You get back to the guild hall, and the messenger who gave you the note in the first place is kind of just sat on a stool next to a little table reading a book near the front door.
All right, I'll just walk over to him because I'm nice and small. I was
Unthreatening.
Hi, as if he, for some reason, doesn't know who I am. Hi, who gave you that note before that you came and gave to us, please?
Who was it? It was a couple of days ago now.
Just had it for a couple of days.
Well, you weren't here. You were away, so
Oh.
kept it.
Can I jump up onto his shoulders and take out a blade and put it against the side of his throat?
If that's what you want to do.
Escalated
And ask
quickly.
him the same question very gently.
Yeah, roll me a intimidation with advantage, considering you've got a blade to his throat.
Intimidation, this is not going to be good. I'm tiny. And I have a +0. Fantastic.
Why do we let Tango do the social interaction?
13.
13. Okay.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad. Yeah. So you throw him
With a little smile on my face as well.
Yeah, that's probably
Best
even more
intentions.
menacing. You throw him against the wall and put the blade to his throat, and he's like, I don't remember. It was a guy in a hood. He was about 5'5". It was cloaked, hooded. He had a pale hand, short nails. He just kind of walked up to the door when I was heading in and just handed me the slip and walked away. I didn't really take much notice.
Where did he walk away?
I'll jump down to the floor and put the blade away.
Where did he walk away to?
I don't. I was heading into the. He came from the right and headed to the left. That was it.
Are there any markings, anything significant
Where?
on the man or woman? Or
No,
whoever
he was just.
they
It was
saw?
just.
Okay.
I say it was a man. It looked like a manly hand. He was. He was in a robe, a plain brown robe with the hood up. Didn't really pay attention to him.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the information. Really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Bar Tango.
Apologies for my friend.
I'll just give him a thumbs up and walk away.
Please do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess we do need to go to the place.
Mhm.
How long did you say it take to get to that place?
It takes several hours, so it'll probably take you about 4 hours walk.
Is there like traffic going, like carts that we can?
Can we get a cart?
You
Yeah.
could
Carry on
probably
to.
get you could probably get the services of a horse and cart to get you there quicker.
Then we should.
By all means.
Yeah.
Cost you a few gold, but nothing
Okay.
too
Yeah.
extravagant.
Does anyone want to lead the way?
Absolutely not. No.
I think those who can disguise themselves should be
Oh,
on the cart and, well, outside of it, kind of, you know.
You're gonna set fire to all the straw if there is it.
And then
Not hidden.
those of us who can't could be actually in the cart hidden.
I think it's just me at this point, isn't it?
I can't.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can pass without trace. I can try and hide very well, but
Could we
So this-
fabricate like a little fireplace or something to put inside the cart, and then if anyone comes in, you can just crouch in it, or
Fire.
In the fireplace.
in the,
Okay.
in the fireplace. Yeah.
I can't help feel, but this is a little bit racist. I'm gonna. Well, do I know where the stables are?
Yeah, they're only
Okay.
around the corner from the guild hall.
Okay. Okay, so I started in that way because the conversation is just interesting, so I'm just gonna keep
should
moving.
should we actually not? Should we let the people who can disguise themselves acquire the cart and then bring it here so we can just go straight into it?
Yeah, sure.
I don't
Okay.
want anybody who can't
they
disguise
won't
themselves
see
to be seen with the cart.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair. I
Okay.
didn't think about that.
Just saying,
So-
I'm going to go to my room and get ready. Go get a card.
So I will don my disguise then from my alternate. It's not even a disguise. It's like an alternate personality or whatever. Yeah, it's like my other person that I am. And who else has a disguise? Who am I
Yeah,
going with?
I'll come with. I'll get myself into some form of disguise that just looks like a general traveler person, nothing special.
Okay, so a duke, and then you.
And,
Well, if you're a duke, I could be like your driver. Of
Okay,
sorts.
fair dues. We're gonna go and acquire a cart. So we will go to said stables where the carts are, I guess. And can I like roll persuasion or something just to see if they give us one real cheap for free?
Yeah. So you head
Stu,
round.
where are you going?
Yeah. So you head round to the stables where there is a couple carts and horses, where a few of the local like coachmen park up, and there is one there. He's kind of sat tending to his horse, and yeah, you walk over and ask him, can you acquire his services, or do you want a driver, or do you guys just want the horse and cart?
I have my driver here. It's Tango.
Okay, so make
I'll
me.
just wave from 2 feet down.
So yeah, make me a persuasion check to see if he'll let you just take his horse and cart.
Oh yeah, flash
rent
my
it.
signet ring, so I'm important. Oh, I got a 4 as free shit, but I've got +6.
So 10.
That's 10.
Let's see. He's a little bit baffled by the situation, having a duke and their servant
For
aide.
the festival, I've forgotten something
there.
important.
So he's like, well, normally I'd be riding it, but you are coming back, aren't you? You're not just, it's not a one-way trip.
Yes, well, we're here for the festival. We need to
Okay,
return.
yeah, okay. Well, considering the festival's on and it's, it's a celebrated time, fine. I'll let you. You can borrow the horse and cart. Cost you a couple gold, but as long as you bring it back, I don't mind.
Deal.
Just take care of Daisy. She's had a long day.
No worries, we shall.
Good.
We'll be back as soon as we can.
Okay, no worries. Well, there you go. It's
Yeah,
all
I'll
ready.
get in
Daisy's
the
ready.
main bit, and you Tango can get in the driving position.
Yep, I will hop up onto the front of the cart. I imagine I know how to ride one of these things to
Yes,
some
but
extent.
make me an animal handling check.
Oh dear.
Oh no, if you can't.
Animal handling. Where are we here? No, it's not 2. Okay, +1.
Just fake it till you do.
2.
2.
Oh, no.
Okay. So you sit there, you grab the reins, and you go, try and get the horse moving, and Daisy the horse just kind of turns and turns back again.
Right. I can't do the same thing to this horse. It won't understand. In that case, can I? It stumped me. Oh dear. Can I try again? No,
I'll
I
give you
will,
one more attempt to try and coerce this,
Okay.
this horse into
Okay.
moving.
All right. I'll look down at the fella and I'll be like, look. Ordinarily, I'm a good driver, but sometimes horses don't like gnomes. Sometimes they prefer bigger drivers, but maybe I can get it going with it. That is literally a 19, I promise. So +1, 20, non-natural.
Very nice. So again, you kind of go, come on, and you're like, yeah. And the horse kind of goes and sets off, moving under your instruction.
All right, cool. I sort of look backwards into the cart with a, and we make our way off very gingerly to the back to the guild hall.
To collect our bodies.
No problem. So yeah, so you
Is there
make your way over. Takes you a couple minutes.
is there any way that like while they were getting that, I could have like quickly ran to the bookstore to get the newest scroll of fan fiction to read on the way?
Yeah, you
What
pulled
sort
that
of
time while they did
fanfiction?
that. But make me a. Ooh, let's see. Make me a persuasion check for this.
Okay. I bet my persuasion's not great. It's a +0, but I rolled a 15.
15, okay. So you get to the bookshop and ask for, can I get something to read? The sort of stuff I like. And the guy kind of rifles through, and he's got like 2 scrolls in front of him. One being the latest piece of pap, trivia, fan fiction, exactly what you like. The other one being an old one that you've definitely read before, and he knows it. And he's like, there you go. And he generously gives you the newest piece that you've not read.
Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I really have to know what happens to the Dragonborn in this one. Thank you so much.
He just kind of
I
nods
can't
and
wait to
goes,
show Ash.
Enjoy. Yeah, and you head back to the guild hall. As you're walking around the corner of the street, to get there, you see Tango and Freydis kind of show up with the cart and horse, which looks very unhappy.
I have a question. Would my hair melt through a metal bucket?
Yes.
Damn it.
You'll probably manage, as long as someone like every now and then pours a bit of water on to cool it down. You should be
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you're like a Charmander, and that might hurt her.
Exactly. Don't put the fire out. Right. You see Ash walk up with like this bucket around her head, with like the handle around her like chin as a strap.
Best disguise.
Trying
Yes,
not to
just
bump
fully
into
cloak.
shit.
Dark cloak
Try.
overhead.
I don't even say anything. I just reach over and flick the door on the wagon open and just keep looking forwards.
So you
I'll
all...
shuffle over and let them in. Will you fit in?
Yeah, you'll be fine in this one. Yeah, there's enough space for you all comfortably.
Nice.
So you all get in, get yourself settled for the couple hours. It's not going to take that. It's not going to take 4 hours now, because you've got the horse and wagon. So it's probably going to take you around 2.5 to travel. So you all get in and set off with Tango leading the horse back to the city. So what do you want to do on your way? You've got a couple hours to kill to chat. Is there anything you want to specifically talk about before we fast forward?
We could talk about what we remember from these people, I guess, that we wronged somehow. What did we do on our last quest to the Assassin's Guild?
Yeah, so when you went to the city on this quest, your job was to infiltrate the Thieves Guild of the city.
Okay.
As they were running a lot of different schemes at the time that were thwarting the guards. They were doing a lot of theft, making a lot of counterfeit items that they were then selling in the markets, and procuring quite a lot of gold for them. So you guys were tasked with infiltrating the guild, finding out what they were up to, what their schemes were, and reporting it back to the royal guard of the city, so that they could then kind of preempt what they were doing and stop them before they managed to con anyone or steal anything. The way you guys did that was you managed to find a member of the guild and kind of follow them on their merry way back to the main guild hideout. You kind of scoped that out for a bit, then went and captured a thief, got his kind of guild uniform, made your own copies, and wormed your way in through some very choice, persuasive ways as new members of this guild from a guild outside of this kingdom. You were coming over to join and managed to blag your way in that way. Whilst in there, you did a lot of sneaking about, tied a few people up, and got the information needed. At that point, you hastily left, went to the Royal Guard, gave them the information, told them where the guild hideout was. They went in en masse and arrested as many people as they could grab, including the guild master, and then locked them in their dungeon.
Not all of them, apparently.
most.
Well, I can think why somebody might be upset at us, because I may or may not have been bragging about these feats in the local tavern. Sorry.
Well, we need to get to the bottom of this and find who's behind that death mark.
Oh, you are so right. And I'm like reading the fan fiction while I'm kind of like half listening to you. We really do need to figure out who is. I cannot believe they would do that to Cossack. Oh, and I just like go back to reading.
What are you reading, Kestrel?
Oh, it's the newest addition to this series that I love. It's got romance. It's got forbidden love. It's called The Dragonborn's Sad Song.
Sounds really interesting, actually. I would read it as well, if I could actually see. But
Do you want me to give you a summary?
yeah, go on then.
All right, so we've got Cossack, right? And I just like go launching off. And if you want, I can keep going, but I'm sure, for ease of roleplay.
What we'll do is we'll
read a bit aloud.
Yeah, we won't have you read the entire fan fiction, but imagine 50 Shades of Grey, but worse. I know it can't get much worse, but imagine
but
50
better,
Shades
not
of Grey,
but
worse. It's
In
that
fact,
sort
it's
of
60 Shades.
it's that sort of story she's reading, and she's on like volume 7. So this thing's been going on for a
60
while.
Shades of Dragonborn.
You'd be amazed at the uses for the enlarge reduce spell.
Anyway, so fast forward, a couple hours pass of you travelling on your merry way back to the city, and it's coming into it's like late afternoon now, as you set off not long after dinner time. And you kind of reach you're just coming up to the city gates now, about to go in. You can see like the big arch with a large stone wall around, and there's a couple of royal guards stood there at the gate on either side. It's open, it's free access and everything. Tango, you notice one of the guards at the front. You recognise him from when you were there previously. He was actually a novice when you were last there. He was called Charles. And he was just kind of a little novice rookie knight, and now he's on the front gate. He's had a bit of a promotion. He's looking all got his shiny new uniform on. He's stood there trying to look menacing, even though he's got like tiny little sprigs of hair that are only just kind of coming through on his cheeks. But he's there prompt for that as you kind of make your way over. Completely blanks you because he doesn't recognise you, but you recognise him as you enter.
All right. Does he stop us or anything, or do we just ride straight past him?
He doesn't stop you. He kind of turns to face the cart that goes in. He just kind of has a glance as you head in, but he doesn't stop you.
All right. I will basically just sort of like tip my hat to him and say something that's going to make him feel much bigger than he actually is. To like something like.
You have beautiful eyes.
I was more so thinking along the lines of, it's good that they finally put some real guards at the front of these gates. Just boost his ego a little bit so he doesn't try to stop us or anything like that.
And as you say that, he does hear and he stands and he's like, looking even more proper and proud of himself and puffing his chest out and everything.
Cool. And then as we basically head into town, I imagine I remember the way to the. Well, I imagine I remember the way to the guild, but am I sitting on like I'm up at the front, like on the top of the thing, and okay. Is there like a little window or something that I can open to sort of speak to the people on the inside?
Yeah, there's like a little kind of vent because it's a cart that's kind of a makeshift rudimentary carriage sort of thing.
Okay.
So it's nothing fancy. It's not like padded seats inside. It's kind of bare.
All right, cool.
But yeah, there is like a little grated window you can slide and open up to speak to people inside.
All right, so I'll just sort of slide it open and just quietly enough, just say over the sound of horse movement. Should we be heading to the guild or should we be heading to where they're locked up? Because I would assume
where they're locked up.
Yeah, because I'm assuming we want to speak to the people that we locked up.
I'm also going to assume that that guild's no longer there, and whoever was left behind took everything else that was left and relocated. I don't think they're that stupid to stay in the same place.
You'd hope they weren't there. Otherwise, the card aren't doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll basically take the card up to where the the cart park of the jail or prison or wherever they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you kind of worm your way in through the city streets, and you know that the kind of dungeons of the city are underneath the main kind of castle keep in the centre. That's where like the guard garrisons are and everything. So you head your way up there. You can't park the car inside the main kind of keep complex. You can park it up just outside, and then you can head in on foot. And you know you'll probably have to kind of talk your way past the guards there, unless you let on who you actually are and they remember you.
Okay.
Thia can always slightly pull back her hood to just reveal to the guard who she is and say, "They're with me. Can we go in and speak to somebody?"
Sounds like a plan.
Getting out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get in there.
Yeah, you
So,
don't want to wear your
Thia,
bucket forever.
can you make me?
No, I don't.
Let's get indoors so we can actually speak
Yeah.
to people.
Thea, can you make me a persuasion roll?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Very nice.
Plus nothing, so nat 20.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of get out of the car, walk over to one of the guards who's blocking the way, pull your hood back a bit and you're like, "Hello," sort of thing. It's us again, and he recognises you as he was one of the guards that went in into the Thieves Guild on that assault after you gave him the information. So he definitely recognises who you are and remembers you, and he's like, "Oh, you know," kind of waves and that, and you explain you need to come inside and speak to someone in charge, and he's like, "Yeah, fair enough." So I think and lets you guys pass.
Cool. So just go straight in, and I'm gonna assume we know where like the office of the main dude here is.
Yeah,
So just
yeah.
gonna go straight up to there.
Yeah, the location's like, even though it's been a few months since you've been here, it is familiar to you all, and you make your way into the main keep, turn down a couple corridors until you reach the guard barracks and where the kind of guard captain resides. So you're able to head over to him and have a conversation.
Cool.
When we get there, I take my bucket off. And you
Yeah,
can
as
tell
soon
the
as
whole-
we're in there, so
The whole internal bit is just covered in soot. All black.
don't
No
burn your hands.
And then I kind of just chuck it to the side. Just, yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
sick of that.
So you're all inside. You're kind of at the door of the guard captain's room. It's closed. I don't know if you guys are going to knock and make yourselves aware, but you're all kind of stood there huddled around the door.
Knock.
Yeah, so you knock on and you hear like a kind of gruff, grainy voice go like, "Enter."
Open the
We-
door
we
wide.
enter.
Okay.
So you open the door and you see it's a very kind of sparse room. There's a couple bookcases on the back, and then a desk, and you see a guy sat there, very short, close, black beard, short black hair. He's in a guard uniform. It's a lot cleaner, a lot well maintained, pressed, and he's got like a big kind of gold medallion on his chest there, symbolising that he's the captain of the guard.
Is he the same captain from when we were
Yes.
here before?
Yeah, it's the same guy. He kind of looks up at you all and he's like, "Oh, what brings you people here? What? Welcome back."
What's his name?
His name's Robert.
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 Say, "Hello, Robert," and I go to shake his hand.
He kind of shakes
Hello
back. He's like,
again.
"Hello. How can I help?"
I think we
Ask-
needed to speak. Sorry.
Yeah.
You
Could
go.
ask how if everything's still okay here from last time we were here after we sorted stuff out. The Thieves Guild.
He's like, well, I mean, after you gave us that information, we managed to make several big arrests. As you're aware, we raided their halls. We arrested a lot of them. They are mostly in the dungeon.
Mostly.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Yes.
Make me an insight roll. Anyone who's listening to that conversation and what he says and what Freydis says.
Oh, my insight's quite good, actually.
13 for Thea.
That one.
That one, Ash is oblivious to everything.
Did you say insight?
Yes.
I got 23. Whoop.
Nice.
I also got 23.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay, so you noticed that when he said mostly and you went mostly, his kind of eyes kind of darted down and like a little hint of shame pops up on his face. That's where
I start tapping my fingers very gently just on the blade in my pocket and I start judging how tall this fella is in front of me. I then walk over to him slowly. I'll take my hand out of my pocket without anything in it. I leave the blade in there. I take my hand out of my pocket and I look up at him and I go, listen, what was his name again? Frank? Charles?
Robert.
Greg? Robert. I was like, listen, Robert. Who didn't you get and where is he? We've just received a death warrant after us plague deal, and we don't want to die. And I want to catch this guy before he catches me. I may be little, but we will fuck this guy up. Where is he? And who is he? Or they, or them, or wherever.
Make me an intimidation roll for that.
Can I back him up? Can I just stand right behind him? Just...
If you wanna assist him and give him advantage, you can back him up and stand behind him. But you need to tell me how menacing you're trying to look.
Okay, super fucking menacing, like super, like hand on the fucking warhammer shit, like just like that.
Okay, Tango, you've got advantage on that roll.
Okay, excellent. Because the first one was 13 and 8, so 13.
13. Okay. So the guard captain kind of listens to what you're saying, pushes back his chair and stands up to his full height of like 6'3".
A good 6.5 feet taller than me there, okay.
Stands up and he's like, listen, we caught everyone in that hideout that day and we got them all into this dungeon.
Who escaped?
And then he kind of shrinks back down and sits down. He's like, but we did catch the guildmaster, but he'd gone. He was locked in a cell. It's solid stone walls with a solid iron door. One of our officers went to give him his daily slice of bread and water, and he wasn't there. We checked the cell. There was no way to get in or out of it.
You use anti-magic fields on your cells?
What?
Anti-magic fields?
You understand he's an Assassin's Guild master, right?
Well, it's a thieves guild, He's
Thieves, yeah.
I mean, well, no, we don't use anti-magic on any of our cells. It's a cell. It's stone and iron. That's good enough, right?
I just stab my fist onto his desk and go, God damn it, Robert! And then
and you kind of see
I
him sit back in his chair and he's like, anti-magic field.
And when Ash did that, like, you just see, like, me popping out from the back, like, right behind her, like...
I'm going to turn back to all the rest of them and just look at them sarcastically and say, they should have had Charles from the front gate up here instead. He seems to, like, want to do something. And then I look at him and go, why don't you have Charles in here? He seems to have some ideas.
And
You
Robert just
Charles.
he just shakes her head and he's like, "That boy will be the death of me." We put him on the front gate, so at least he's away from anything important.
You'll be the death of us.
Literally.
Oh, smack.
Hey,
Can we go step
Hey.
in the
No.
I did
cell?
my job.
I do think I remember Charles knowing about anti-magic fields.
Listen, Robert, can you take us to that cell, please? Can you show us where it is?
Of course, sure. I mean, he kind of looks at his desk that's got like a lot of paperwork on it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing anything busy right now. Come on."
Can I have a quick check just to see if he's got any like keys or anything like that on his desk that's loose?
Make me a quick investigation check.
Investigation. 16.
16. You look at the desk and you don't see much. You see all this paperwork scattered about, a little ink pot and quill, and there's a little strong box on the desk, closed. You don't see anything other than that. But
Does
with
he
him
have any
stood up, you do
visible
see that he
keys
has got a big
on
ring of
him?
keys on him. Yeah.
He does have them on him. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, can I try to take the keys off him without him seeing, without noticing? Can I literally try and pickpocket these keys off him?
I mean, yeah, you can certainly try.
I would like to try.
Sleight of hand.
I want to do it as stealthily as possible as well.
We got to distract him.
Plus 4, 22.
22. Very nice. So he stands up, ready to kind of leave the office and make his way to the cells and show you where he was kept. And he gets up. He's a little bit distracted by having you all here unannounced. Kind of makes his way to walk past you, and with the very slight height disparity between the two of you, as you step back to allow him to walk past you. And he literally walks past, and like your face is literally at like waist height. And as he does that, you just kind of go. As he walks past, you just lift them off the little hook, complete like soundless, as they don't jingle or anything as you move them. And he keeps walking, and you're just kind of stood there behind him holding the keys.
Cool. I'm just going to give a little wink to anyone that saw that and pocket them straight away.
Hey.
With you all having worked together before, you all notice him do it. Everyone but Robert noticed, because you're all well attuned with each other's actions. So you've got the keys, and he heads out the door.
I will happily follow him.
Yep.
So the other people that they caught, they're still in the dungeon or the prison or whatever it is?
Yeah, he said basically everyone's locked up downstairs.
Just this one guy, the leader.
So he leads you down a corridor. You turn round a corner, and there's a big iron door that leads down a set of stairs to the dungeon. He gets to the iron door, and he kind of pats his hip. He's like, "Keys. They must be back in the office."
Yeah,
I'll
just
be 1 minute.
Say, Charles wouldn't have forgotten the keys.
You don't know what Charles has forgotten since you've been away. And he goes, "I'll be back in a minute," and he heads off back towards his office to get the keys that he's clearly left behind.
Cool. Whilst he's doing this, I'll take out the ring of keys and quickly work out which one it is and open up the door.
Yeah, you do that in a matter of seconds.
Cool. I'll put the keys back, and then we'll just I'll just wait with the door ajar. I'm just going to wait for him to come back so I can taunt him.
It was open.
He goes, and a couple of minutes pass, and you hear like the slamming of drawers in the distance, and then you hear a door slam and some very kind of loud footsteps, and you see him pop around the corner. He's like, "They've gone."
I'm just
Keys
standing
have gone.
outside with my arms crossed, with like power pose.
He's like, I'm gonna get some guards. We're gonna hunt for these keys. You're just gonna have to bear with me."
Does he not spot the door open?
No.
Thea
Really
puts
observant.
her hand on the door and just pushes it open even more, and just looks at him as she does it.
He kind of stops and goes,
Which
Who?
one of you?
"Who?" And
Who
I
points
look
what?
up at
down.
I look up at him and I say, I am very, very, very bad at magic. I opened this door. What do you think the guild master did? And then I just walk in. I don't even wait for him to respond. I just walk in.
Aimed.
Can I
He
see if
doesn't
there's anything
respond.
inside this place?
So going through the door, you see that there's a stone stairwell down. After going down maybe 20, 30 stairs, taking another corner, you're now on like what's a long corridor with cell doors on either side, and you see that there is a guard at the entrance where you've turned at the bottom of the stairs. There's a guard stood there, and there's one at the other end of the corridor. And they both kind of, well, the one at the fire kind of looks from a distance and sees you, and the one stood there kind of turns and goes, "Oh, hello."
So I have a spell that can like make me disguised, or like if we know what this guy looks like, he could pretend that I was the guild leader and that you were putting me in the cell. And then, but I don't know if that can I do that with that spell, or do I have to have a picture or something of the guy?
I mean, you know what he looked like, so
I
you
know what he
could
looks
do
like.
that. The other thing is you do have the captain of the guard now kind of stood at the back of your group with you. So
He
whether
could
you
be
need
in
to
on
do
it.
that.
I don't know if he'd mind. He has to pretend to put me in there. Again,
can
later,
do.
not now, maybe. Otherwise, it'd be too obvious. We go out back and reappear.
Can if you want to.
Good idea, guys.
It depends.
Try, I think.
Yeah, that could work. If he knows what he looks like, then you may let him in.
I mean, like if the guard pretends that he's captured me or whatever, puts me in the cell, I could try and get some information out of the other guys that are in the other people that are in the next cells. What are they cells like? I'm imagining like old school barred cells.
No, these are
I
literally
don't know.
all stone wall. It's just like an iron door with
so
a
I
little.
won't be able to. I won't be able to talk to the people.
No, they were all kind of
Oh,
single
okay.
celled.
Forget my idea then. No worries.
How tall is this corridor?
Height wise, about 7 foot.
Okay,
About
so not massive.
4 foot wide.
I'm going to turn around to everyone else. Look, the leader of this, operation here doesn't seem to have his head screwed on straight. I'm willing to believe that these guys are going to be fairly easily to talk our way past if we just go up and say that we're meant to be here. Are you fine with me telling these guys that we're just meant to be here?
Which guys?
The
Yeah,
two
what-
guards standing up at the end.
But we've got the captain with us. We can go whatever the bloody fuck we want.
Oh,
I'm
we
going
do,
to
don't we?
the cell.
Oh yeah, we do, don't we? Yeah, I'm happy to. Yeah, okay. Yeah, should we just go check out and see where this guy was?
I
Robert,
wanna-
where's the leader's cell? Where is it?
Yeah, I would like to see the cell, and Thea will check it for any physical things, marks, like
Holes.
yeah, because magic, but everything else.
One sec.
Okay, so the kind of the captain of the guard kind of worms his way through your group to the front. He goes, right, this way, kind of sighs, and walks over, and you get about halfway down the corridor, and it's there's a door, a cell door on the left, and he kind of points. He goes, this one.
Is it open?
It's not. It's locked. And he's like, well, I've lost my keys, so. And then he kind of beckons over one of the guards who comes over with their keys and unlocks the cell for you.
Does the guard that came over with the keys? You know what? The main guy's key. This is going to be a bit stupid. I apologize. Does the guy whose keys I nicked? Does he have anything distinctive on his key ring that makes it his key ring? Like, is there like a guard's keys rank key ring or something on there that makes it like the main set of keys?
The only difference is he has several more keys than the standard guards because he has like his office key and some other areas.
Okay. Yeah. I'll leave it. Right. Okay.
Turn to Robert and ask him how many people have keys that open up the cells down here.
myself, and then there are 2 sets that the 2 guards have, and they then get signed in at the end of their shift and signed out by another guard.
Good to know. Thank you.
So there are only 2 guards that work as well as you.
No, there's an entire garrison of guards here, several hundred.
Only 2 keys. For
But
now.
only 2 keys, only 2 people in the cell block at a time.
Okay.
Could you show me this logbook at some point, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thea will go into the cell and start checking the floors, walls, anything physical.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, I will go in with her.
is there any way that someone else might have seen the escape, be it a prisoner, a fellow prisoner who maybe could see in through the cell?
Well, we tried to interrogate the other prisoners as to what happened, but the cell opposite his was unoccupied at the time, and the other cells don't have. There's not a viewing angle that could see the front of this cell, and they all said that the ones around him said they don't know anything.
Did
Regardless
you
of what
interrogate
pressure
them
we put on them.
using zone of truth?
I mean, I'm just a guard, you know. I have a shot, and we use swords around here and spears and stuff. Zone of hoof.
Well, I myself can't cast it, but my other capable party members could. You know, tell if somebody's lying to you or not so that they can't lie to you, and you can interrogate them properly.
Oh.
No anti-magic field either, huh?
I could try. I could give it a go.
We really need a mage here.
You need
Anyway.
Tango. What was his name? Tango.
Yeah, you need Charles.
Oh.
You need Charles. Get him in here. He'll shake up the place. He'll bring it into the 15th century.
That boy can only just tie his shoelaces.
But he'll be running the show before you know it with ideas like his.
The good news is I know many wizards who can't tie their shoelaces, sir.
Anyway,
Mage hands to do that.
Do you guys want me to go try Zone of Truth? I can. Possibly the second in command if they're here.
You are your own person, Ash. Whatever you choose to do.
I turn to Robert and I say, is there second command in here?
my second
Right
in
now.
command, or
No. The Guildmaster's the boss. The one that escaped out of your clutches.
let's have a see.
Feel shame.
Yeah.
You did bad.
Shame.
So he has
One
a
job.
think, and he tries to recount off the top of his head the hierarchy of this guild, and he's like, yes, I believe the second in command is here. They have not been beheaded yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they're getting beheaded.
Well, we've been slowly working our way through them all. You know, we can only do
You
so many a
started with the
week.
guildmaster.
Pardon?
You should have started with the guildmaster.
Well, see, you say this, but there's not much I can do about it now.
Well, just giving you ideas, man. For future,
You can
know.
hire
mean,
Charles up
hey.
here. You can do something now.
We want him
And
to-
I like kind of wink at Tango.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about how Charles would be running this show. So, yeah. I received that wink with admiration and complete compliance.
Okay,
Is that it?
so I believe we have a couple of people that want to search the cell, and Ash wants to attempt to do Zone of Truth on the second in command.
Does anyone want to come with me? This interrogation. Let's go. Come on.
So
with me.
Robert takes Ash and Kestrel down to the second in command. He's at they're at the other end of the corridor. Whilst you guys head down there, Thia and Tango and Freydis, were you going to stay and search the cell as well?
Yeah, sure.
So you guys enter the Guildmaster's cell and have a look around. So, do you all want to make some investigation checks? Whilst you do that? And while you do that, Ash and Kestrel, Robert takes you to the other end of the corridor
Did bad.
and goes, this is the second in command. Their name is Tulip.
Good name.
They are unarmed, obviously. They're in the cell. Do you need to go in the cell to deal with this, or do you want to do it through the little window? What do you
Oh,
want?
I want to be in there.
Okay.
Are they restrained?
I mean, they have shackles on, but they can move around in the cell. It's just they can't move their arms more than that.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And he calls over the guard who's at that end, and they kind of fumble with their keys, unlock the door, and kind of pull it open so you guys can step inside.
Are they all human, like the Thieves Guild?
From the few you've seen kind of in passing past the cells look human. You do know from when you infiltrated that there was a plethora of races involved. There was human, gnome, elf, tiefling. They did have 2 or 3 goblins that were part of the group as well. They were killed in the assault though, the goblins, unfortunately. No one likes goblins around here for some reason.
No.
Yeah, so Ash and Kestrel, you guys enter the cell where Tulip is currently sat on a bench at the back.
Stone faced, like walking in. You hear the heavy footsteps of her plate armor. Feel like you're behind me. You with me? You next to me? What are you doing? That's Kestrel.
I'm like slowly like coming behind you, and like I have like the big hard eyes on as I'm about to watch you like force these people to tell you the truth.
I get in there again, power pose as always, and I say, right, we've got 10 minutes, Kestrel. So we got, and I get ready to cast a spell, and I cast it.
Okay. So what do you need to do to cast Zone of Truth?
Hold on. Sorry. I have to point of my choice, point somewhere of my choice, and it's within 15-foot radius. So I point at the prisoner.
Do you have to be out of that zone, or you be telling the truth too? Does it not work on you?
No, it's fine. I'll figure it out.
You have to make a charisma saving throw.
That was it. Sorry, yeah. Charisma saving throw.
So what's your spell DC?
Spell DC is 14.
Okay. I'm not going to tell you their role. I'm just going to say, okay.
That's fine. Do I know their name?
Tulip.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, I was like, Tulip. Good to see you again.
And they
How you been doing?
They kind of lift their head up from where they're sat, and it is a female human. Very masculine facial features, short, kind of choppy hair, dirty face, just wearing what would have been a guild member's uniform, like a plain tunic top with like a leather waistcoat over that. They look up and they go, "Oh, it's you again."
Think we had a good time last time we met, no?
No.
Do you know where your boss has gone? He's gone for a bit of adventure, apparently.
I thought he was in that cell over there. Like
Oh,
the rest of
really?
us. Mm-hmm.
Where's his favourite place to go if he needed to run?
I don't know.
I find that very hard to believe.
He travelled many places.
Mm-hmm.
Just to pop in and out with the guild quite regularly.
I turn around and whisper to Kestrel, I don't think the spell's working.
So Kestrel's like eyes are gonna like start oozing out like that black energy, and I'm gonna look at him, and I'm going to just say, I think it's in your best interest to answer her questions.
And Tulip kind of looks over to you and goes, "Look, I don't know where he is. You guys locked him up. It wasn't me. I mean, I did my job, you know. fair enough. We failed in the end. You guys do your job. I've got bigger things to worry about than speaking to you.
So you really know that little information about maybe who would want to help him, maybe how he might have gotten out? You really wouldn't know.
Look, he's got friends in a lot of high places, a lot of different
Great,
places.
let's start listing. And I take out a little notebook.
And I'm standing there now with my fucking warhammer up.
It's like, really? You're going to threaten me with a warhammer when I'm due to be beheaded tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. I am that insensitive right now.
It's like, look, he's not here. I don't know where he is. He used to do his own thing when he was running the guild. He used to go into his office, close the door, and then he'd be gone for a few days. Maybe he's
Who can we talk to?
What?
Who can we talk to?
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
I don't know.
I'm the one who's writing.
I don't know.
He wouldn't leave his office after entering?
No, he would leave, but we don't know where.
Can I please make an insight check to see if I believe him?
You can, yeah, go for it. Now, what was your Thia, Tango, and Freydis? What were your investigation rolls?
I rolled
20,
14.
but non-natural.
20
I think I got like a 4.
a 4. Thea?
I did bad.
14.
14. Okay, so Tango, you managed to spot what's there. Looking around the cell, it's just a very bare stone cell with an iron door and a wooden bench.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of nosing around, you don't see a lot. Again, very bare stone. Looking at the bench though, Tango being the smaller of the three people in the room, you kind of duck down and look under the bench. And you notice that something's been carved on the underside of the seat.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like
Like
some
that
sort of
magic
kind
barrier.
of some runes of some sort and some sort of circular motif. You're not 100% sure what it could be, but it's, it looks fresh-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly coincides with the time frame on how long ago the guildmaster was disappeared from this cell in age.
Right, okay. Can I do any form of check to see if I recognise what language or type of runes or anything this is?
You can make an arcana.
I will do that. I have got a +0 to arcana.
Better than me. I got -1.
3.
3.
Yes, 3.
Something's been carved in there and it's not normal.
Okay.
Can I have a go as well? See if I get any better.
You can if
Even
you
though
want.
I'm -1. Arcana. Oh, I got a 1. So no. -1. I got 0.
Can I take out my carpentry tools, which I actually have for some reason, and just see if I can find a chisel which matches the same size as whatever this has been carved in, purely for just to see if it's been done with a tool or if it's been done with something that I may acquire or if it's been done by magic.
Okay. So looking through your little tools and kind of you pull the bench out from the wall and flip it so you can get a better look. And it looks like it was either carved in with a small sharp piece of stone or maybe a long fingernail that's been used to kind of scrape in the
Gross.
image.
Maybe call in our wizard. She might know if it's magic related.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Can I just yell out, Kestrel, are you able to come in here for a minute if you can hear me?
So you shout that. Kestrel, what did you roll for that insight?
I rolled on a 16.
16, yeah. So looking at the way Tulip's talking to you, you kind of do believe them. They might be quite aggressive and standoffish, but that's kind of in their nature in the circumstances. But yeah, you do believe what they're saying. Maybe they don't know anything. And at that point, Tango shouts you.
Excuse me. As riveting as not taking any notes is, I have to go help someone. Thank you, sir, for your time, and we will be back. And I kind of link my arm through Ashes and start like walking away, even though she's a lot stronger than me. So she's either just allowing it to happen or I'm like struggling. Like,
I allow you to drag me, but then I'm just trying to put away a fireball I just started making in my hand.
Okay, so you guys exit the cell and the guard swiftly closes the door on it after you. And you head back over to Tango.
Rang.
Yeah, do you know what this is? And I just sort of step aside and reveal the bottom of this bench that has this magic carved in it.
May I make an Arcana roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I have a +9 to Arcana. Thank God.
Ooh.
18.
18. Okay, so looking at the symbolism that's carved in there, you recognise it to be a summoning kind of sigil, like someone's done a summoning spell. You can't quite recognise what specific creature or person or what is being summoned. You do notice though that the language used within the runes and everything isn't one specific language. It's a combination of several different languages used, so different elements of different languages are used to create this one summoning spell.
I have good news and bad news. The good news is I do know what this is. The bad news is what it is. So this is a summoning type of ritual rune, and the language is very strange. It's like a combination of a bunch of different languages.
Would summoning something have helped him escape?
Maybe a deal was struck?
Can I have another look down at the thing and see if any of it is written in Elven? Or
Yeah.
Elvish, or whatever the technical term for that language is.
Yeah, so you look down and pay a bit more attention to it, and you notice that one small, like, half glyph in it is in Elvish.
Am I able to read what that little one glyph says? I speak Elvish.
It says that specific says door.
We combine all our language knowledge.
So what
Yeah.
languages do you all speak?
Deep
all right,
speech.
I got Elvish and Draconic.
Primordial.
Primordial, nice. Where are the languages on this one?
Is it D&D Beyond? It's going to be bottom left.
Bottom left.
I'm trying to find my languages, 1 second.
Oh, here it's in a section called languages. Common, Elvish, Gnomish, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
Or Thieves' Cant, however you say it.
So there is Elvish, which you've picked up, is the word door.
Yeah.
There is a very small bit of Draconic, which says bring. There's no primordial. There's no deep speech.
Gnomish, the other one.
There is no Gnomish.
So have they summoned a door? Is that a thing you can do?
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant.
Oh, giant.
Okay, there is some Dwarvish. The Dwarvish says open.
Open door.
Have open, door, and bring.
These people are very eloquent.
Where in the sentence are the words? Is like open door right before the other? Like, do you know what I mean? Is it, guys?
Yeah.
So open and door are next to each other, and bring is on the opposite side. It's like a circular
Okay.
sentence, and bring is on the other side.
And is there another word next to bring?
There are a couple more glyphs between bring, round to open, door, and more back to bring.
And we
But
can't
you don't
tell
recognise the
what language
languages.
Okay.
Bring something. So it
Could
may
be like-
be turkeys or
It would be like bring forth some form of creature in order to. Like, are there any creatures that have like teleport spells? There's a few of them. You know what? I'm going to do my best to play as him, and he doesn't know this.
Does anyone know if any classes can? I don't.
What, teleport through a thing?
Yeah, just teleport from space.
I've got something, I'm looking for it now to see what I need to do it, but I've got one that where you can sort of disappear and then reappear somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Don't remember what it's called. I'll find it in a minute.
Yes, yeah. There's something step or something or other. Or it's not like
Misty Step.
It's
not
blink.
Missy Step, is it?
There's Misty
Blink.
Step, there's Blink. So that's
Yeah,
sort of
you
spell.
disappear and then you reappear in a different space somewhere. It's like you go to a different plane of existence for a minute and then pop up somewhere.
It could literally be the like a summoning a door, like a portal door spell.
So
Can
we
Can I
only-
call Robert in here for a second?
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, come here for a second, mate, please.
And he kind of toddles into the room with you.
I'm just going to point down at the thing and say, this is magic. You got out of here with magic. Go get Charles and work out who you're going to get rid of magic. And I'm just going to turn away from him and carry on.
He just kind of huffs at you and says, I'll wait outside.
So what if maybe he made a deal with a demon or a fiend of some kind, specifically, like if he was about to be killed, what did he have to lose?
Maybe he has summoned the door.
The missing words are just summon me a door.
Makes sense.
Summon me a door, right? I don't know.
Robert.
May I?
Sorry, you go.
May I transcribe what the rune, like all the runes, into like my notebook?
Yeah, you can easily do that. Yeah, and take that away with you.
So Robert, was he next to get beheaded?
No, he had at least 4 days till he was due.
Bad timing.
Okay. So
I'm going to take out of my backpack real quick. I've got a little pair of slippers. I'm just going to put on those slippers and I'm going to walk straight up the wall and onto the ceiling, and I'm just going to have a little walk around on the ceiling just to see if there's any like sort of loose bits or things that have been magically covered from sight, you know, like holes or escape routes or anything like that.
Yep, you pop them on and head up the wall. Looking around, you don't need to roll for this. You don't spot anything. Again, it seems like it's a very clean, stone-walled, roofed cell. It's
feeling a bit
one
cold,
room.
Tango.
Cool. Yeah. I'll look down. Yeah. I've always wanted to try these, and I will attempt to take them off whilst on the ceiling and do like a little backflip and land on the floor.
Okay, make me an acrobatics check.
Excellent. I've got very high acrobatics. I've been waiting for this.
That's my moment has come.
I'll catch him if he
as
falls.
I roll a 5. 5 plus 12. 18.
18.
Sorry, 17. 17.
Still good enough. Yeah, you managed to kind of do a little flip. And here's the question. Do you want to land kind of perfect acrobat arms out, or do you want to do kind of like the superhero fist to the floor landing?
On Ash's shoulders, like a boss.
Oh, yeah. I want that last one. Yeah, I'll just come down. I'm small enough to not hurt anyone to land on. I'll land on Ash's shoulders if she will permit me.
Okay, if you land there, then I'm gonna fucking push you off, dude.
Get thrown.
I'm just gonna drop you.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
No problem. So yeah. So Kestrel's transcribed it into her notepad.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You now have a little bit of an idea of somewhat of how he's escaped. But
So
you
where
don't know,
would he
you
have
don't know
gone,
if he's
do we think?
the reason behind your death mark.
Can Kestrel use her short rest class feature, the third eye, and use it to read the rest of the language.
What does that do?
So I can choose to, once per short rest, I can choose one of the benefits of it, and one of those is that I can read any language.
And do you have to do that during a short rest?
No, I regain the ability after a short rest.
Oh, right, yeah.
I can only use it once per short rest.
Yeah, of course you can, yeah. You can do that.
You grant the ability to understand and read all languages, or is it like one?
It says any language. I don't understand. I think it's up to the DM to interpret that, because it just says you can read any language, and I don't know if that means I would have to pick one. I think that's more like Danny's ruling. Rules as written just says you can read any language.
You can read
Okay.
any and all, whilst you are under the circumstances of said spell.
Was that like a 50-50 heads or tails style roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are familiar with this, but you watch as like the crown on my head, it's almost like thorn spikes like jut straight into my temple, and like my eyes like fog over as I start to read it.
I should just mesmerized as always.
Spooky.
So, you read over it, and it says, the summoning says, bring forth my knowing friend from the city of open doors.
City of open doors.
Bring forth my what was it?
Bring forth my knowing spell. My knowing friend, sorry, from the city of open doors.
Bring forth my knowing friend from the city of open doors.
Oh, was I saying it out loud while I was reading it, Tango? I must have.
An echo to your voice.
Kestrel, what does it say?
It said, bring forth my knowing friend from the city of open doors.
Do we know what city of open doors is?
If you want to try to work it out, make me a history check. Or an arcana. You've got the option for this one.
I have bad of both. Someone else do.
I got bad at both as well, but I will attempt with a 13 if anyone else wants to have an attempt as well.
For Arcana, I got 19. My history's a lot lower, though.
I'm going to get a different dice because me and the other one are friends.
I got a 19 for once. That's nice.
I got 13 minus 1, so I got 12.
Anyone who got over a 15 knows that the city of open doors goes by another name of Sigil. Which, if anyone in the world knows D&D lore, Sigil is a city on a different plane. It is the city of open doors, as it is like a trans-dimensional highway between all different planes and realms. It's quite lawless, even though there is quite a lot of law and rules in Sigil, but it's kind of a hub of activity across the planes and realms and dimensions. So those knowing that, who rolled over a 15, now working out from what it says, it appears to be a summoning spell to summon someone that this person knows from Sigil to him.
I do not know that.
No.
I tell everyone that doesn't know from what I do know, and they say, Kestrel, do you reckon you can get us there, or do we need an actual person to transport other person that knows how to?
I don't know anything else than that, right? I'm afraid that that's about the limit of my knowledge. I don't know who it could be. But something tells me they're not friendly or fun to be around for us.
We could try going to their old base of operations and see if there's anyone that's been there. I doubt they'd still be there, but I don't know.
Do we know what time it is now? How many hours have passed?
Let's see. Left there about it's about 5 in the afternoon now, roughly. Without looking at a sundial, you're not quite sure what you work out roughly about 5.
It's a sundown.
Okay, so do we want to chase this guildmaster, continue chasing, and eventually possibly kill him?
We either chase him, but I don't know what other leads we've got to follow, or we wait for him to come to us and prepare.
Do you think any of the other prisoners might know where he is? Or that was that one guy or the one lady that we spoke to. The only person that would have seen.
Well, nobody's seen anything.
Oh yeah.
Can I call out to Robert in the hall? And just call out. Was anything taken from the guild's hall, like, or was it just sort of like an ambush of soldiers that just came in, took everyone, and took them all to prison? Has anyone like cleared out the place, or is it still exist?
After we he pops his head around the door. He's like, after we kind of got everyone out, we went in and cleared all the contraband and stolen property and everything from there, and then we burnt everything that was left. So we've given back
the place.
Yeah, everything. We just burnt it down. We everything that was stolen, we gave back. Everything counterfeit, we destroyed. Only thing we've kept is personal possessions of the prisoners. They're all locked in separate containers here in the prison.
Can we check those and see if anything's missing?
If you want to check stuff, yeah.
Are you sure you got everything out of there? Did you use magic to check places? Because
not got a good track history of checking magic things.
We looked very thoroughly. That's all I'm going to say to that question.
With your human eyes?
Anyway, do you want to check their stuff? I mean, we still have the guildmaster's possessions on hand.
Yeah, let's check. See if he might have gone back for something. Let's see if it's all still there. You know what you took, I imagine.
Yeah, we have an inventory list.
All right, let's go see.
I still want to see that log though.
Yeah. So you all kind of leave the cell and head back with Robert, and he takes you to back up the stairs out of the dungeon cell area, round a corner in the garrison to a room. It's like a strong room. You go inside and it's got like crates and barrels of like contraband ales and weird shit that they've confiscated from people.
Good shit.
And then he goes and finds a small chest, and he brings it over and he's like, right, this is everything the guildmaster had on him when he was captured, and he pulls out a small like sheet of parchment. He's like, and this is an inventory of what's in there. And he goes, I'll go while you look at that. I'll go and get the logbook from the guard duty for you.
What's in the list of stuff?
So looking on the list, it says there is a poison tip dagger. There is 100 gold coins. There is a small pouch of ball bearings. There is what's that? Let me check my list. There is a small piece of wood that was in the process of being whittled into the shape of a person, just a generic little person. There was a silver locket with a drawn picture of himself. And then the last thing listed was nuts, bolts, mechanical bits.
Right. And there's the box right here. Like.
Yeah, he's placed it in front of you, and it's not a locked box.
Can I just ask Robert quickly what that thing sitting just outside the door was?
He's at what?
As he goes and checks, I'm just going to pocket that 100 gold coins quickly.
There's nothing sat there.
Must have been my imagination.
I'll go and get that ledger.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Seems like some form of whittling and tinkering with the mechanical parts, I guess.
Everything's sort of still there. He's not come back.
Looking at the list and open, and with the box open, you see everything apart from 100 gold appears to still be there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Can I take the locket just so we can remember what he looks like? If it's got a picture of him in it.
Yeah.
Is that cool? Okay, thank you. I'll have this.
Is it drawn well though?
It's not bad.
It's a little smiley face.
It's not bad. It's not a bad likeness.
Did he draw it? Do you think? Like, I don't know. We don't know. I guess there's no way of you knowing that.
It's not a stick man, yeah.
No, it's definitely not a stick man. It's more like a portrait sketch.
Okay.
Can I ask Robert if he had a brown cloak?
You'll have to wait for him to come back, but you can.
Right. Yeah. Okay. When he comes back, I'll ask him if he had a brown cloak.
Was that the guy that dropped off the letter had a brown cloak? Was that?
Yeah, he had a brown hooded cloak.
So you guys peruse the items.
Is he pale?
Who? Robert? No, he's
the
got.
Guildmaster.
He's
The Guildmaster.
The Guildmaster, from memory, was palish. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a picture. Look.
Paper's white, so.
Can be painted well. I don't know how good it is.
But
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
so while you guys are kind of looking over the possessions, Robert steps away, and a couple of minutes later he comes back with like a big thick ledger book, and he's like, "There you go," and passes it off to Ash.
I open it and ask him the day that they found out he was missing.
Yeah, and he kind of tells you. He tells you which day it was and roughly what time of day that when they noticed. And it was noticed when they did the guard change, because they check all the cells when they do the change.
Who was working?
Charles.
Fucking Charles. Man.
God damn it, Charles.
Fucking Charles. I knew it. Right. God damn it.
He's on the front gate for a reason.
Yeah, this is what happened, see? Don't know why you're backing him so hard, Tango.
Yeah, you fade too quickly.
Yeah, so I close the book and I say, fucking Charles. And I just get back to him. I'm like, shit.
Now you know.
Could have saved us a lot of time.
You didn't ask.
Now, this is the thing. Did Charles notice that he was missing? Or was Charles on duty when he went missing?
Charles was on duty when he went missing. It was only when the fresh guard came on and did their check before taking over did they then notice that he wasn't there.
Oh, fucking Charles.
Had such faith in you.
Oh, man, he's going to be guarding the back gate soon. Robert, did he have a brown cloak by any chance, this guildmaster?
For memory's sake, no. He had leather armour on, quite snugly fitting armour. He didn't have a cloak or anything.
How tall
Maybe
is Charles?
His body might have done.
Charles is about 5'5".
Sames. His body
Mr.
might have had the cloak though. His door friend.
Okay.
Right.
Should we go and talk to Charles maybe? See if he knows. He doesn't know. That was the whole point, right?
Well,
Exactly.
how tall was the messenger again?
About, I think he was
Yeah,
about 5'5",
Let's say
5'6".
5'6". Yeah.
Okay. Does Charles have a brown cloak?
It was all Charles.
Mastermind.
Would we know how to get to that city of open doors?
Short answer, no.
Is it like on a different plane? Or
It's
like
on a completely
yeah.
different plane of existence.
Oh, okay.
Would we know anyone possibly that would know?
A wizard, Kestrel.
any of us?
Personally, no, you guys don't know how to get there. You could potentially try and do some research on how to get to the City of Doors. There might be someone back at the guild hall where you work who may have more knowledge on that, potentially. But yeah, at the minute you're a bit stumped.
To be honest, at this point, if we don't know how to get there or how to connect with anybody that's there already, I think our only option is to prepare ourselves for what's coming to us.
Yeah. Trap.
Try and make things into in our advantage. I would just head back. Unless you want to check out the old hideout, but I very much doubt that there's anything left in there, especially that he's out of prison for how long now?
It's probably been about a week.
So
you say you burned
for
it
a
as
week.
well?
If there would be anything of value to him there, he would have collected it already.
Then so we go prepare and possibly have some few pints at the festival and have a bit of fun before we die.
I think we should make a plan and try and trick him, capture him. I don't know.
Should we discuss on the journey back?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh fuck! Where did I leave that bucket?
You threw it somewhere.
It's in Robert's
I'm not sure
office.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Cool. Okay.
So what are you guys doing now? What's the plan?
I think we're going to head back to our original city, right? And just try and make a plan for. He's probably hiring somebody. I don't think he's going to do it himself. If he's got friends in such a high places, I don't know whether it's not him we're preparing for. It's somebody else. It's something else, I feel.
Do we know much about assassins guilds in general? Like, we know that obviously they get hired and shit, but like more than that.
Make me
Yes.
Make me a straight wisdom check.
Can we do it too?
Yeah.
Does anyone have a think? Yeah.
Anyone can do wisdom. Just for your kind of general
Oh,
knowledge of this.
that's a nut 20.
Woo!
Yeah.
You're not using
I have
that
plus
anymore.
3.
I got
As long as
6.
it's a nut 20.
So what you know about the Assassins Guild is when they are hired, or if it is the Assassins Guild doing this, when they are hired, they use several different means. There are several different methods that they can use to dispatch someone. They could an assassin themselves could come and kill you. They could utilize poisons and do you from a distance.
Shit, don't drink or eat anything.
Yeah. They could use elements of magic to kill you. They could use creatures to do their dirty work for them. Creatures, monsters, anything. They have many different ways. But a death mark itself isn't always the Assassin's Guild. Death marks can be made as a formal agreement between two parties, and then one party goes and does the deed.
So it could be this dodgy guy from the door place.
Yeah, his friend.
Yeah, the door friend.
The door friend. The door opening friend.
Can't help but think of the door lords from Adventure Time. It's not a very threatening thought.
I just keep seeing that door scene from Monsters Inc. with like a billion doors flying around. It's like, all right, let's go find this place.
It's one of these.
All right. While
Who's
they're
driving?
busy, while they're busy discussing this, are we back on the cart yet, or kind of like should I go get the cart?
So the cart's just like if you were to leave the main keep and head down out of the gate, the cart's just kind of parked up at the side there.
Okay. Well, I think I'm ready. I think I've got enough of what we need here. Does anyone else need to do anything else here before we head back?
No, I don't think so.
It would be very useful to take one of these prisoners with us, but I don't know. They're probably escaping and try and kill us as well.
I don't think they're attached to one another in that type of guild, to be honest.
Yeah, that Tulip didn't seem very bothered. Just making her impending doom.
Yeah, and that human in our guild didn't seem too phased by me, so I doubt he'd stick his neck out on my behalf.
Especially now.
Oh, well, I'm going to gingerly walk out, and as I'm walking out, I'm just going to turn around to Robert, to say, you should invest in some anti-magic stuff, but also you should look after your keys. And I'll just toss his keys back to him and just walk out.
He just kind of grabs them in there and he's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" and just turns away from you all in gentle hatred.
As I walk away, I'll just under my breath, I'll just go, "Don't worry, you're trying your hardest."
He just shakes his head as he walks back into his office. So, are you guys heading back home to your hometown?
Back to the festival.
Can I check if the cart's been fucked with?
Oh,
You
yeah,
can.
true. Good idea.
Just in case, tampering.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. And that is a 10.
Seems fine.
Okay. Fine. I just get in. Can't really see very well anyway, so it's fine.
Bucket on my head.
I was gonna get in.
Should have done that at a disadvantage, really, but it doesn't matter.
As I get in, you hear a doink from the bucket on top of the cart.
Like that scene in Star Wars, I'm sorry.
I'll slowly run my hand over the length of the horse's foot where I can reach and just go, okay, Daffodil, let's do this.
You named it.
Daisy.
Daisy. I knew. That's right. It was one or the other. All right, Daisy, come on, let's do this. Take us home.
So you all get on the car and make your way out of this city. With
I think Tango should roll again, see if he remembers how to drive.
oh, go on.
Let's see. 10.
10. It's not too bad.
Oh, animal handling is. Oh, yeah, so it's still 10.
10. It's not bad.
No, I'm +1. 11.
11.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
You and Daisy have a bond.
Yeah, she lets me.
Yeah. So you guys head out of the city, making your way on your couple-hour trip back to town. And while you guys make your way back, we're going to have a quick break. So we can get refreshments and get ourselves ready for tonight's festival.
I'm looking forward to Gandalf-style fireworks.
Yeah.
They might be that.
Exactly
They might
that,
be
yeah.
good.
And hopefully not death.
Yeah.
I apologise if Ash is wasted.
Oh, God, yeah.
Stumbling.
Couple drinks in. But yes, so before we do head into this break, just want to remind our viewers again that we are running today's charity streams for WAVAW. Again, they are British Columbia's largest rape crisis centre, providing free of charge support services for cis and trans women, two-spirit, trans and or non-binary survivors of sexual violence. They advocate for social and systematic change through education, outreach and activism. They are doing some wonderful things, and we're very grateful to support them today. So please, if you do have a little bit of spare money to donate, we do ask that you generously donate to their cause. They have a global goal of $10,000 they want to raise, and we'd love to do whatever bit we can to try and help that and get them closer to that goal. So yeah, thanks for watching so far. We'll have like a 10-15 minute break now, and then we'll come back and continue this interesting situation. We'll see if these guys survive this death mark they have upon them. We shall see. But yeah, so we'll see you guys shortly. Bye. Okay, we are back from our little break. For those that stuck around, thank you. For those that just joined us, welcome to our all-day charity stream. This is our first game, our D&D one-shot. Yeah, we'll dive straight back in and then recap everything before we continue. So, our group of adventurers here, after taking a break following their previous exploits, they received a letter which happened to be a death mark, a notice that they were all going to die and enjoy the last few days they have. This message was left about a week previous, so it might be a little bit overdue. But in order to try and find out who sent this, what's going to happen, they drummed up some memories of a case they dealt with a couple months ago involving a thieves guild, where they infiltrated and made their way through and got rid of this thieves guild, having capturing majority of them, including the guild master. So they went to the city where this happened, spoke with the captain of the guard and irritated him from the get-go until they left. They managed to find out that the guild master had disappeared from his cell. Through a little bit of investigation, they found he used magic, something that was not protected against in these cells, as Kestrel managed to mention several times. But yeah, so he had used a summoning spell to summon something, somewhat, to aid in his escape, and he's gone. All they know is that he summoned someone from Sigil, the City of Open Doors, and they don't have much knowledge beyond that, so they're heading back to their town, to their guild hall, to prepare for what is potentially to come, as their lead has kind of run dry to this point, so they might as well prep rather than do any more investigating, wasting time. There is also a Festival of the Dragon on in their hometown, celebrating the life and protection of a great gold dragon that used to protect the realm many eons ago. Yeah. So, you guys are on your way back to town in your little carriage cart with the wonderful horse Daisy that doesn't appear to be giving Tango too many issues right now. You've travelled along, you've spent your couple hours on the road going back. Nothing's happened. You've had a quite uneventful journey back from the city. So yeah, we're on about 8 o'clock at night now, and you're just arriving in town. As you're pulling into the stables with the wagon, you can see that a lot of the preparations have been done for the festival. People are already beginning to celebrate, and there's some revelry going on. You can hear music in the streets and laughter. You pull into the stables and drop the horse and cart off with the coachman, who kindly lent it to you for a couple gold. He nods, thank you for returning it unscathed. And Daisy seems very excited to see him, very dismissive of you guys. So, you're now back in town. What do you want to do? What's your plans?
Hey, so the letter was quite old. What if they've just forgotten? We're fine. Let's just go to the party.
Wishful thinking.
Well, just before I leave the stables, I want to take out at least... Now, this is providing we may have one day left to live. But if we do not, I've got lots of money now that I didn't have before, so I can buy more stuff. So I'm going to take all of the food rations that I have on me and give them to the horse.
Okay.
Aww.
I'm going to give them to Daisy.
Very kind of you.
I'm just going to put it down in front of her and walk away.
And she kind of has a sniff and then starts tucking in.
Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff, Daisy.
Kestrel, did you finish your fan fiction?
I did. I hope the next episode comes out really, really soon. Man, you do not want to know all the drama that happened with Cossack in this one.
Oh, I kind of do. Tell me at some point. I'll listen. Don't worry. But do I need to keep this bucket on, guys? I can't take it off yet because I can't deal with this. And it's like smoldering.
Your hair is so beautiful. You should just take it off.
Are we staying in disguise? Maybe. I want to.
It's up to you. Like the three of you are still in disguise. Are you?
No, I'm out of disguise now because it's I think it's been long enough. I'm happy for whoever is looking for me to be able to see me.
I
I'll
thought
be
I was
bait.
the bait. Oh,
Are we doing
I'll be
this?
bait. I'll be bait. That's fine. And I take the bucket off, and then my hair just gets even higher, like the flame, because it's been suffocating for that long.
Angry.
Yeah, it's angry.
Angry
It's not happy.
I think, yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna try and set up a trap for this, for like, I don't know, these people and or one person that is going to kill us.
I think we could handle ourselves.
Should we
We
go
can
scope
pretend
out the part of the town where the festival parade is going to culminate? Because that's most likely where they would plan to do something, where there's the most amount of people around and the most possible distraction for themselves.
Most noise. Yeah.
They might want to try and catch us off guard, like as if we were to celebrate this festival. We can pretend that we are doing so,
Yeah.
but in reality, we can be ready.
Does that mean I can't drink?
No.
Vigilance is key.
Fine.
You can pretend to drink.
You can drink water.
Not a non-alcoholic beer.
Ugh, you just broke my heart. Fine, I'll be good. Okay,
Well, we
where are we
should-
going, guys?
Try and get some sort of plan together, I reckon. But yeah,
So is like the main bit of the festival, did we say fireworks? Was there a fireworks place?
There
They
is.
did
So
that
the
at the end,
festival
the parade?
kind of culminates at the end in a parade that leads into the centre square, where there'll be a fireworks display, and there'll be music and dancing and everything there.
Is there a shop or something somewhere that sells magical goods or anything like that? Someone that may be able to decipher or to give us a bit more understanding on the rune that we have a copy of. That Kestrel has a copy of, I believe.
There isn't a magic shop within the town itself, but within the guild, you do have several mages, wizards, and scholars that are currently residing there that you could possibly speak with, and they may be able to help you out.
Because I'm wondering how common that sort of rune would be to do, and like some people may know a few selective people that may know of it, and people around that. I don't know. Maybe I'm speculating nonsense, but unless anyone else has any ideas, I'm happy to sort of explore anything at this point.
I've no idea what's going on. Someone's gonna kill us at some point.
try to,
happy
or try
set
to.
some traps.
I think
And I've trapped pretty big creatures in the past.
I don't put that past you.
I'm good would have.
What do you think, guys? We could get more information on it. If obviously, I don't mind. We do whatever. I can't drink, so I'll do whatever now.
Well, we're in the guild now, aren't we? So we might as well just ask somebody if they're around.
I don't know.
Go for it.
Yeah, can we find some mages at the guild?
Yeah. So kind of moving in from the lobby area, moving towards the back of the ground level, there is a small library section at the back where the guild keep, tomes on some generic magic information, monster indexes, that sort of thing. And you kind of head on in there, and you do see there are two kind of wizard-looking scholars sat there reading over some large, dusty tomes.
Cool. Kestrel, are you with us at this point?
yes, I am.
I'm not really fluent and affluent in the way of magics and that sort of thing. Would you mind speaking to them to see if there's anything that you may be able to decipher with them in regards to this?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Hello, scholars. How are you today? It's me, your girl. Hi. What's up?
They high five you.
You literally sounded like Gina from Brooklyn Nine-Nine then.
Yeah.
Make me a persuasion check to see if they actually willingly pay attention.
I critted.
Nice.
Yes.
Typical.
I didn't deserve that, but I did it.
So they both kind of, like reading big heavy tones, they both kind of go, douche, on the table with them, turn and go, hello, Kestrel. Welcome back. What do you want?
Well, you see, first of all, I will update you on this new fan fiction I'm reading later, but first, and like she cracks open like her notebook, like real investigator style. Like she even like kind of sits down, puts a leg up. I want to go over these runes with you. So I know what they mean, but have you seen these runes around? Have you seen anybody inquiring about runes? Anything that you know would be really great.
And one of them kind of puts his hand out. He's like, let me see.
Yes.
So he
I love
takes
this
it.
knowledge palace, by the way. You're keeping the knowledge palace really, really good.
It's a library. And he kind of looks over the sigils and he's like, interesting. And you see him kind of wave his hand over it as if he's casting something. Clearly comprehend languages. Checking what it says, and he's like, right. So, okay, so they're summoning someone from Sigil. That's some strong magic.
Already knew that. Anything else?
No, that's literally what it is. It's they're summoning. They were summoning someone from Sigil. That's what the rune. That's what it does.
So it's likely it's like a person that they're summoning, not like a creature.
Well, it says. I mean, it says. You know, a knowing friend.
Yeah, so it's
I imagine it's a person.
a birdie.
There you go.
That's all you know?
I mean, you've not asked me any questions. What do you want to know?
Well, I asked if anyone has inquired about runes that look like this, or if you know anything specific about these types of runes, other than what they mean.
Well, you're the first person who's inquired with me about these runes. It's high level magic that we don't particularly use very, round here. I've never been to Sigil. I've always wanted to go. Seems like an interesting place. Never been. I don't think Steve's been. He looks over at the other guy called Steve, and he just kind of looks up and goes. It's like, no, Steve's not been either.
Damn it, Steve.
So he's like, it's high level magic. It's a summoning spell. It's someone from Sigil. I don't know many people from there or anyone. Who knows? I mean, do you know who it is?
If I did, I wouldn't have come to the Knowledge Palace today.
And I walk up behind Kestrel and I just stand there like Rosa Diaz. just leaning back.
Also, you should also get Steven on this. So I found a new quill shop, and these quills are ridiculous. Like, you have no idea. I'll write it down for you. And she's like writing down like the name of the quill shop for him. And she like kind of turns over her shoulder like towards Tango and is like, "We're doing good."
I poke my head up over the table like this or whatever that they're sitting at and just be, do you know anyone powerful enough to cast this magic?
I mean, personally, one or two mages within the guild at some of the other chapters probably can cast it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, depends. It's high magic, but there's quite a lot of people that can probably use that sort of magic. I don't know everyone, who can use magic. So there's not like there's no kind of like directory for this or anything, so I can contact them.
Well, I mean,
wizard book.
It's a cantrip, not a can't trip, right? You'd agree.
This has been very informative.
He turns back to his book after hearing that and just kind of decides he's going to start blanking you. Steve, who sat next to him, just kind of sat there going, and he just kind of side eyes and goes, "Shut up, Steve." He's like, "I don't know anyone. I'm sorry, I can't be of more help. Enjoy your day."
Thanks,
Thank you.
Steve.
Bye, dickhead. And I just start walking out.
Man,
Are you sure?
We have a bad reputation at this guild for some reason.
What are
So,
you talking about? They love me
Wonderwall.
here. They love me here. It's the Knowledge Palace. It's where the cool wizards come to hang out. They love me. They talk to
You
me all the
have your
time.
badge that says "I love the Knowledge Palace."
Yep. And I have this cool necklace. I'm really included here.
They really don't like me, I think.
I think it's because of the fire and the books. But
Maybe,
that might be a
yeah.
wild guess.
Not the best compliment.
I've had a couple of instances, you know.
I
bad.
don't think sometimes that they love paladins because I don't think they love the concept of using most of your spell slots for smites, which is wrong, incredibly wrong. Don't get, but they do get attitudes about that.
What can I say? I like to hit things.
If in doubt.
If in doubt, swing.
true.
So then, how do you catch someone that can cast that stuff?
Wait for them to come to you.
Yes.
But then I don't know how you go from there.
It
don't
probably
die.
won't come to us though, as again, it probably commissions someone.
True.
But we can go enjoy the festivities and I guess stay guarded, stay aware, because it probably will be then that we get attacked. And
Yeah.
as Thea said, maybe we could set up a slight trap.
Cool.
Do it.
It would be good to know like what's coming for us or who's coming for us, but we can't have
Possibly
everything.
this guy. Is there anyone that you think would know about him? What he's like? I don't know. We just know that he's a really strong magic person. We don't know anyone that knew him beforehand except for the people that are now in jail.
How about in the guild, like the Adventurers Guild that we're in?
The only information you've got in the guild is mainly what you had when you were given the quest itself, which was very little. Thieves' guilds do tend to be very guarded and mysterious. The fact you were able to infiltrate and find their plans is, quite a marvel in itself. And being able to find out the hierarchy within a guild, which is usually one of their most guarded secrets. So you probably know more than most people would by being able to ascertain that information.
Would we have been
So
able
they're all
to?
jealous. The bastards.
Would we have been able to figure out what actual class the leader was when we were fighting him?
You never actually fought him. You worked with him briefly whilst you were undercover.
Okay.
Again, he was a very guarded individual. As far as you're aware, he was a human leader of a thieves' guild.
Okay,
That's it.
fair enough. Okay. Cool.
I put on a disguise of him and just go and casually stand in a place until someone comes to talk to me, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah." That would-
I'm gonna cast Find Familiar to summon like my Raven familiar, and I'm going to try and do a little reconnaissance throughout the night using my Raven.
Okay. So what are you guys doing? Are you heading out?
Shifty people.
You're heading out into
Yeah.
the festivities to enjoy and savour your last few moments alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Tentatively walk into the darkness towards the firework place.
Okay, so
Whilst we're out and about, can I just be looking for any sort of like high sort of sniper style purchases, that I may be able to slip my way up into and just sort of hang out and become invisible if need be?
Yeah, you can do that, certainly. There's definitely a lot of places you can do that. There's a lot of like close buildings to each other, so you can get onto rooftops and stuff.
Okay.
And kind of shimmy your way up, gutter in and that.
Okay.
So you guys head out
How busy are the streets? Are they like?
Busy.
So we're like shoulder to shoulder with.
You're not like crammed in, but there's a lot of people about, so it's kind of like you're dodging and weaving a lot of the time between groups of people.
Thea wouldn't necessarily go like within the crowd with everybody. She'll probably try and find some rooftops or something and hide, trying to be away from the party and look out for anything happening from the outside. Yeah, she wouldn't mingle with everybody.
Okay. So if you want to do me an acrobatics, I'll say you can go and get yourself into position.
21.
Yeah. So you make your way up onto the first nearest rooftop from the guild hall, and you can easily, because of the density of this town, you can kind of jump from rooftop to rooftop, and use that as your vantage. So whilst Thea does that and heads up there, you guys, make your way out into the streets, and you see a lot of people enjoying themselves. You see small groups of people like drinking together and people dancing, and there are people there with like lutes and kind of panpipes and whistles and stuff, playing the odd little bit of music here and there for everyone, whilst enjoying the festivities. Roughly, it's getting close to midnight now, so you know that the main parade's going to be starting soon. Whereabouts do you guys want to kind of move yourself and congregate at? Do you want to stay on kind of just one of the streets that the parade's going down? Do you want to move towards the main square where it's all going to kind of come to a big finish with the fireworks display? Where do you want to go?
Ashford will be right in the middle of where it is, like everything.
Somewhere where we can kind of see from all angles, because you don't want to like be stuck up on behind us. And I don't really know where we are. We're just in the street.
The place where it all ends, is it sort of like a big square?
Yeah, it's literally the
place.
Kind of the main centre of the town. It's a big. It's usually a big open market square, but for these festivities, they've moved all the stalls away for this.
All right.
Right.
Could stand on the
I
edge.
think it's probably worthwhile going there and then to make ourselves sparse, but somehow together within that area. If that
works.
makes any sense.
Head to the square, socially distance.
Essentially, yeah.
This human torch is just gonna stand somewhere, so
Look inconspicuous.
yeah, very conspicuous with my shield.
I actually stay closer to Ash because when I use my familiar's eyes, I can't see. So I'm actually kind of holding on to part of Ash's armor, just chilling. And then sometimes I look through my familiar's eyes, I'm kind of looking down at the crowd.
What are you looking for? Just
anyone
anything
seeming
dodgy?
to move shiftily towards any of us.
I've got my shield out in front
That's
of
what
us.
Thea's keeping an eye out for from where she is as well.
Kind of linked arms with Kestrel just to keep hold of her, and then shield up as well with the other.
Okay. So you kind of make your way out into the square, but off to the side a little bit, separated, so you're not grouped together. And as you're there, things start to kind of ramp up now as time's progressed a little bit. Thea, do you want to make me a perception check? And everyone else, whilst you're kind of stood around the square, keeping vigilant.
Can I be up on the first little awning or something over the top of a door somewhere instead of just being right on the streets, just in the shadow of an awning?
Yeah,
cool.
That's not a problem.
Perception, did you say?
Yes.
20, non-natural.
Okay.
22 for Thea.
Got 19.
19. Ash.
I'm
3.
Ooh.
Nice.
And Kestrel, what did you get through your familiar?
Yeah, so I use my familiar stats. I got a 5.
Wonderful.
Distracted.
The blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hold me
Okay.
as I walk us to our death.
So whilst you're all in position, as it were, the parade kind of begins now, and you can see people making space in the street for the parade to work its way down and through. And you see that there is a procession of minstrels playing instruments and playing like a bit of a fanfare as the parade comes down. You then see an assortment of different sorts of dancers. You have like silk dancers that are waving silk sheets around and like doing spins with them, like sort of like floor gymnastic stuff with the ribbons. And you've got like a mixture of kind of exotic like belly dancers, and then you've got like acrobats doing flips and spins in the air and everything moving down. And then you've got like a procession of almost like floats, but it's like a cart being drawn. They've got like, one of them's got an ornate floral arrangement on, and then there's one that's got like a model dragon that breathes fire as it moves past. And then you see more dancers, more minstrels. And then you see what appears to be very similar to like the Chinese New Year, where they have the dragon with people inside that are moving around. So you see one of those come along, and it's got like 3 people inside it, moving it and kind of controlling it as it's kind of dancing, and it's like going up to the crowd and like scaring children and dancing back and everything. Really well done. And that kind of moves along past and like sneaks its way round. As it does so, you do, Freydis, you do notice that the person in the middle of the dragon trips and falls over, and you see him drop, and he's like, and kind of gets back up in position very quickly. He seems to just be like a youngish, kind of like a teenager. Looks quite scared as he does it, because he's slipped out of his role a little bit there. Must be his first kind of festival performance. And then they continue on, and then like as the back end of the parade moves its way round, a lot of it is like a procession of like people kind of holding like statues and flowers and kind of just waving to people. And then you've got like the crowd kind of follow the back of the procession in. You do notice 2 people walking at the back of the parade, kind of robed with hoods up, haphazardly holding what looks like half a bouquet of flowers in one hand, walking along with them.
0 effort, it's them guys. Half a bouquet.
The procession kind of continues along.
Did there's a procession sort of go past us then?
Yeah, it kind of goes past you. You're stood at the side of the square, it kind of circles round into the middle, so it all passes you, and these 2 people at the back of it kind of slow the roll as they come up to you a little bit.
Does Thea notice that too?
Yes, Thea does, Tango does, Freydis does. Kestrel and Ash, no clue.
No idea.
I'm going to get myself ready and equip my crossbow. I'm going to put all of my bolts easily accessible so that I can reload them single-handedly without the need of an action, as per my crossbow expert feat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just not focus on them entirely, but I'm going to keep a stern eye on them and still keep my eye out though.
No problem. So the procession continues round, and these 2 figures at the back continue on with the procession. With you kind of focusing your view onto these 2 individuals, you do notice that the one with, because like one of them's just kind of walking along next to the one who's got the bouquet of flowers as it is. You see the one with the bouquet kind of very slowly lower the bouquet down. Still holding it, he's just like holding it down now to the ground. But they're continuing to walk, getting to a point where they're almost about to pass where Ash and Kestrel are stood.
Thia's ready with her bow, just keeping herself quite low, trying to stay as invisible as possible. Just steady, not drawn just yet, but ready.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything sort of around us that we could sort of stand to sort of dissolve into the background?
I mean, you're all
like
along the edge of
Yeah.
the place anyway, so you could always step into a
the
doorway
shadows.
or behind like a pillar or something potentially. So you've got options.
Yeah, I'll sort of like take a step backwards, sort of away from the commotion, so I could sort of watch from a bit further away, and not have my back to any danger.
No problem.
I'm still watching these belly dances. Oh, what's going on?
Distraction.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so as the procession continues, Thea and Tango, as you've got a better vantage point at this point, you see the one who wasn't holding anything turn to face the other one. Then there's a nod, and the one with the bouquet, you see that the kind of flowers within the bouquet and the stems are slowly like dropping out of his hand onto the floor.
There's an arrow at him now.
Can I? Can I? Do you mind if I do that? Because this is my one chance. Because if they haven't attacked yet, I can drop 10d6 on them on top of my.
Yeah, we
2.
can do that initiative. Like, I'm gonna give you that initiative first, and
they're just about to light the firework.
Yeah.
What I'll say is, because we're not in initiative, because nothing's happened, you guys can do this as like a kind of surprise round style first strike. So
awesome,
what
because
are
I'm
you
pretty
doing?
sure I only get that bonus if nothing has happened yet. Because if they haven't done anything and I strike first as a complete blind surprise attack, I get automatic crit on them, which means I get instead of 5d10, instead of 5d6, I get 10d6 and double d8 instead of single d8.
Okay. Yeah. By all
So
means, if that's what you want. So what is it you're doing and why?
I basically just want to unload a crossbow bolt straight at the guy that's about to drop the bouquet.
Okay.
I was gonna aim for his hand.
And Thea, you're aiming at his hand. Okay, so go for it. Tango first, and then Thea. If you both want to roll your attacks and then roll your damage after. See if you hit.
Okay. Well, I get automatic crit, so I definitely hit him.
Well, no, would that not be if it hits you get automatic crit damage? What's the feat we're using?
That's
master thing.
Yeah, that's a crossbow expert, and it's part of the assassin. It's also part of the assassin feat, the rogue feat. Sorry, the rogue assassin thing. It's here somewhere. I've got it right in front of me. Crossbow expert. No, it's not that one. It's the. Where are my feats at? Bonus actions, weapons, special stage counts, feats, crossbow expert. No, it's not that. It's part of the rogue. Special attack, uncanny dodge, standard, cunning action. Where's my assassin stuff? Bonus proficiencies. Oh, here. Assassinate. You have an advantage on attack rolls, reaction, dex. Where is it? Crossbow expert. Sneak attack once per turn. Oh, here we are. Sneak attack once per turn. You can deal an extra 5d6 damage to a creature you hit as an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon. If you have an advantage on the attack, you have an advantage on the attack. You do not need advantage on the attack if you roll any other enemy in attack within 5 feet that isn't incapacitated. You do not have disadvantage on the attack roll. I can't find where it is, so I'll
You have advantage on attacks against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet.
I can't find where that is. So in that case, I will definitely roll for it, because if that's what you said, I will roll for it.
It's an assassinate. I'm pretty sure it's an auto crit if you hit him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That sounds more correct.
And
so
you have advantage on the roll, and if it hits, it's an automatic crit.
Okay, cool. So am I rolling with? I'm rolling for crossbow. So that's Dex and this. So that is +8. So that is 20.
That hits.
Awesome. Okay, so so damage for them then is 7.
It's maybe shorter than planned.
Okay, so that's 11, and then plus the sneak attack damage, which is oh shit.
Dice everywhere.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 plus 12, 19, 29, 30, 31. So that's plus 31. So 31 plus 11 is 41, 42.
Is that doubled for the
No,
crit?
that is everything doubled. That's double of everything. So that's in total.
Okay.
42.
Okay. And Thea, you want to hit him straight away as well. So do you want to roll your attack?
But so do I see this happening?
You see the guy dropping the flowers. You instinctually go to shoot him, so you're kind of attacking him simultaneously with Tango.
Okay, Thea was going to aim for his hand specifically.
Yeah, go for it.
You know, the difficulty of that is up to you.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume they don't see me.
No, they don't.
Okay. So that's sorry. Where's my shit? 21 to hit.
Hits.
I'm not gonna be adding any extra damage to this because all she's aiming for is to knock out whatever he's trying to do. So that's 12 damage.
12.
Drops the flowers.
Yeah, so what you see is this poor girl kind of drop the flowers and scream, no, you don't.
Why have you done it? My hand!
No, so what you see is Tango. Well, Freydis, you see this. Ash and Kestrel, you at this moment you don't.
Wait, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Sorry. I have a Warhammer of warning.
That's
This is
fine.
what I'm recording.
I know you do, but
yeah.
you're fine. So, Freydis, you see Tango's crossbow bolt kind of fire off from a vantage point to your side and hit this person kind of square in the stomach. And as that kind of hits, you see their hand kind of get wrenched up into the air as an arrow goes through his wrist, this person's wrist, and you see them kind of open their hand like that. And what you see is that the few flowers left of this bouquet fly up and a dagger fly back with it.
Oh, no way!
Dun, dun, dun.
The whole time!
And as that happens, the person lets out kind of a large wail as they've just taken these 2 hits. And the person, the other road person next one kind of reels back in horror at this happening. Their hood kind of flops back, and you see a man in his kind of mid-30s, very scruffy hair with a big scar down his cheek. And he kind of spins around into his cloak, pulling something out. Ash and Kestrel, you hear this commotion. Your Warhammer, Ash, suddenly starts going mad, letting you know what's going on. I need you all to roll initiative now.
Nice.
What's your magical warhammer do?
It just lets me know if there's danger nearby.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, there's
Danger.
It's
Yeah,
already
exactly.
danger.
I can't be surprised. Basically.
Natural 20, which makes it's plus Dex, isn't it?
Yes.
Natural 20 plus 4, 24.
I got 5. I did bad again. I don't like these dice. I'm gonna swap it again.
I have
Yeah,
advantage on initiative. Alright, 18.
I'm gonna go
I
with this
rolled-
purple dice. Maybe that will be my friend.
What did
I
Thea
rolled a
get?
critical.
You rolled a
I
what
rolled a
did Kestrel-
critical.
What did you get, Cass?
I'm sorry.
What did you get?
I got a 3 total because I rolled a critical failure.
3. And Thea?
I got 10.
10. No problem. So what you guys see is this wounded person, a dagger flying out of their hand, hidden within this bouquet of flowers. And the other one kind of turns, seeing this happen, reaches into his cloak and pulls out what appears to be a small crossbow. And he kind of pulls his cloak back so he's more comfortable, and he kind of spins round to turn it at Ash and Kestrel. Tango, you're up first, though.
How far away is he from me?
From you, he's about 25 foot. Not too far away.
Okay. He hasn't moved yet, has he? He hasn't done anything, has he?
No.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to do the exact same thing again, but to him. Shit, one's a 5, one's a 6. What am I adding plus dex? Dex 8. No, it's not that one. It's plus dex plus this. 11.
11. So you kind of spin to fire, reload with one hand and fire at him, and it kind of just whizzes past him, digging into the floor from the angle you're firing at.
Cool. I will, in that case, using my crossbow expert, have a bonus action which grants me 1 extra shot, essentially. That's basically it. So I'm going to take a second shot at it.
Yeah, go for it.
16 to hit.
Hits, just.
Excellent. Now, he knows that I'm there, so I'm not surprising him, am I?
No.
Or does he know?
Let's see. Yes, he does.
He does. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to fire a crossbow at him with 7 damage.
7. No problem. So you pull off that second shot and you kind of hit him in the shoulder, knocking him slightly off position, but not too much for him to stagger back or anything.
Cool. And as a bonus action, I will just roll over and just take cover on the rooftop away from his crossbow.
Next up is Ash. You are up. So this person is like 20, just under 20 foot away from you.
Okay. Kestrel, can you see still or no? Have you taken back your familiar? Awesome. Do you want me to stay here or I can push? Up to you, I don't mind. I've got my shield here.
I think you should do what you're best at, hitting them very, very hard.
That's fine. And I fucking sprint that less than 20 feet.
Yeah, go for
Right
it.
up to his face.
Which one? Because obviously there's 2. There's one that's been shot
Wounded.
twice,
Yeah.
and then the one that's just been hit.
The one that's just been hit, I'll fucking lower them.
Okay,
get there.
go for it.
Get my warhammer out.
Do it. Ready.
Put my shield away. 2-handed. Let's go. Right.
How many?
Oh, let's hope I hit after all this.
Oh, you will.
Math 15.
15 just hits.
Oh.
Okay. And then I'm going. So it hits, so I'm going to definitely use Divine Smite then. But I'm going to roll damage first. Sorry. D10. Oh, there it is. Right. 8 plus 2, 3. So it's 11. And then I'm going to Divine Smite, which is. Sorry, guys. Yes, okay. So I can use 1 spell slot. I'm going to do 2 extra d8, which is. Where is it? It is. Come on. 5, 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. And then 20. I can roll 4 more d8 because I have 4 spells higher than the first level.
Are you going full all out in one hit?
Yep. 5, 32, 34, 39. That's 39.
39 points of damage.
I also get an extra attack, so. I'll fucking murk this guy. Let's go.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, one more attack. Let's see how it goes. See if I hit. And that is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
And then a D10. I can't do smite again, can I?
No.
Damn it.
First attack.
Worth
First
a try.
attack that hits per round.
Mm-hmm. It's worth a try. And that is 6 damage.
6.
Yes. So 35 and no 45 in total, I believe.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very
And I
nice.
just stand in his face, breathing
You're
on
just
him.
going to stay right up there.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Ash. Next up is the Assassins.
Ooh.
So,
Use that term loosely.
just a general term for these sorts of people. Okay, I get to roll some dice. Let's roll my scary dice. So, the one that was hit and kind of dropped through his dagger, he's going to kind of rip the arrow out of his wrist and kind of snap it off. And then go into his cloak and pull out a short sword. And he's literally kind of going to go bang, in, pull, and thrust straight at you as you're literally stood in front of him. So,
Awesome.
let's roll this one.
The guy's raw.
So that was a natural 20.
So, Kestrel notices how well this is about to hit, and she's going to use her divination portent. That was a 3, and like it's almost like something happens like with his wrists, and suddenly he doesn't roll quite so well.
Okay. So what does that change his roll to a 3?
It changes his roll to a 3.
Right, so that makes it a 9 to hit. No, a 9 to hit.
My AC is 18 right now.
Yeah, this is it. Okay, so he thrusts and kind of he's going straight for like right there on you, and somehow as he gets close, the blade just kind of goes bleh, and tweaks off and kind of bounces off your armor, and he kind of pulls back, going what the fuck, and then goes again for another swipe at you.
Thank you, Kestrel.
Kestrel just looks very innocent on the side.
That's a 15 plus 6. That's a 21 to hit.
I need to put my shield back up. Yeah, okay, that hits. I'm 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 3 plus 3. So that's 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Poison or something.
Ah, it's been.
What was the damage again? Sorry.
6.
6. Okay. So I got this, guys. Don't worry. I got this. Right. And a Constitution saving throw. Yep. And that's an 18.
18. Very good. You only take half the damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We'll just get some more dice.
So half of that 6.
No, you
No,
take that 6
wait.
piercing damage.
Okay.
You're now going to take half the poison damage.
Oh, 6.
Of whatever he's gathering more dice for.
That's fine. That's fine. I can do it. I can tank it. Let's go. Okay.
Hold on, I'll let you listen to this.
Yeah,
Great,
no, I'm
well,
okay.
So,
Yeah, I'm waiting.
16, 17, 20, 29. So you take
Okay.
14 points of poison damage.
That's halved.
That was halved, yeah.
14. Okay, cool.
I thought you were busy counting dice that you were going to roll. So okay, I need 16 of these. Like Jesus Christ, just dead.
I'm okay. Let's go.
So that's his attack.
Yeah.
Now's the assassin stood next to him, who you just hit, who has pulled his sword out and is going to, as you're stood right in front of him, he's going to lunge at you again.
Mistakes are made, guys.
So that's 8 plus 6. 14, I imagine, misses.
Yes.
And then a 16.
Misses.
Misses. Okay, so that one takes 2 swipes at you being in front of him, and they just kind of bounce off your plate armor. They're not looking very happy right now. But that's their go. So next up is Thia.
Okay. How are they looking?
They look hurt.
Very hurt?
They look hurt.
Thia's gonna roll away to a different spot on the roof so she can bonus hide again. And then she's gonna think that they've got it. So she's just gonna close her eyes and concentrate, and she's gonna just start humming under her breath. And can you tell me whether there's any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiend, or undead present within one mile of me?
No.
Damn. Okay. Do I need to roll to see where I'm hidden?
Roll me a stealth check, yeah. As you did shoot one of them, so they do have an idea of where you are.
Yeah. And that is 21.
21. You're gone. You're hidden.
Cool.
Is that everything Thea's doing at the minute?
That's me. Done.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Next up is Freydis.
Okay. Can I roll to see if I'm hidden in my shadowy spot? Right.
Yeah, go for it. Roll me a stealth check.
Actually. I got 9 and my stealth is 2, so 11.
You think you're hidden enough?
I think I am. I think I'm doing good. Can I channel divinity to evoke duplicity then?
Yeah.
I'm going to make like another one of me. Let me just look so where I think I can put that wherever. It just says it lasts until I lose concentration. It appears within 30 feet of me. So can I put it over by Ash?
Yeah.
And I'll stay over by the wall, and then my other me can go up in the front line with our tank. And so that's my action. And then as a bonus action, can I? Where can I put it? Can I use healing word through my other double? So I'm close enough to do it for Ash. So she gets 1d4 plus my spellcasting mod as a heal.
Okay. So roll that d4.
Where is my d4? Is this triangle one a d4? Yes. Yep. Got 4. Plus my spellcasting mod, which is not too many bits of paper here. Is that my attack bonus?
No, there's modifier and attack bonus, 2 separate things.
Where does it say my spellcasting mod? That's wisdom, isn't it?
I'll find it for you in 1 second.
Plus your proficiency, right?
Yeah, it's wisdom, so it's 8. So I heal her for 8?
Plus the d4.
Yeah, I did do that. 4
Oh, yeah,
plus
yeah,
4
8,
is 8.
yeah.
Cool, so that's me. Hidden
Sweet.
and done a bit of healing.
No problem. So that was Freydis.
But yeah,
Kestrel.
that other me stays there. That's
Yeah.
fine.
No problem. Kestrel, you're up.
Thanks, Freydis.
All right.
No worries.
So, which one hurt Ash the most? Which one am I the most mad at?
The second one, not the one who had the hidden blade. The other one.
Okay, so Kestrel, like it's almost like swirling bits of black darkness are swirling around her. She's pretty mad. Her hair is billowing a little bit. She is gonna bonus action cast Hex. And she's specifically going to hex her target's charisma. And just so you know, that means that the target has this advantage on ability checks made with that chosen ability. And I'm doing charisma, and then I'm going to cast banishment, which is a
Okay.
charisma 17 save.
And they have disadvantage on that
They have disadvantage.
with a 0 modifier.
Excellent.
So I rolled a 15 and a 2.
Okay. So I would like to banish him to the Shadow Realm, please. And the way that it looks is just like the same things on my crown, including the flowers, just start swirling underneath that person, and the flowers start to like eat the person. It looks like they're disappearing that way.
Some terrifying business.
Okay, he is gone. And it is just his companion stood there with a short sword, looking slightly stressed at what's just happened in front of him.
I love you! And then I put a smirk on in front of the guy right in front of me.
Is that everything Kestrel is doing?
Absolutely it is.
Okay, top of the round. Which is Tango. Yep, Tango, your go.
I am going to swing my way down from this balcony, the awning thing that I am on top of. I'm going to sprint over to this person that is very much so engaged with someone else at this point. And I'm going to jump up onto his back and stick my crossbow right into his neck here, which I do not use at disadvantage due to this cool feat. And I'm going to whisper in his ear very gently. Where is he? And that's all I'm going to do.
Make me I'll let you do either intimidation or persuasion, but you get advantage on that as well.
I will take persuasion in that case. I have a +8 to persuasion. I've got a 16, so that is whatever that is. 16, 20, 24.
24, okay. So, dive off this awning, rush this gentleman, dive onto him and ram your crossbow into his neck and whisper very softly, where is he? As you do this person's eyes kind of go wide, and he kind of he freezes in the moment, and he, in a very calm manner, just replies, he's here. And as he says that, a massive firework goes off in the air. And as it kind of illuminates the sky, it's not a blinding firework, but it's bright. It's enough for you to, instinctually kind of just, your gaze just diverts to it for a split second. And as it goes off and you kind of go, whoop, and then back, stood behind every single one of you is a spectral being. They are at least 8 feet tall. They are robed in all black with a complete void for a face, and they're all holding, to them it's the size of a greatsword. To you it's double the size of a greatsword in their hands, and they're all stood there like that. And they all stand behind you. and
That's not cool.
all you hear, after he says he's here, boom, kind of that shift for a second, and then these things behind you just hear, now it's time to play a game. And everything goes black.
What if I don't wanna?
Consent is key.
And then you're kind of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds of black pass, and then your eyes kind of shift, and you see before you a desert, a kind of red, dried, kind of cracked floor, cracked mud, sand, desert, in front of you. The sky is red, like an orangey red. There is it's just an endless plain of this cracked desert in front of you, and you're all stood next to each other in a line. And these spectral beings are all behind you, unmoving. And you see a figure pop up in the distance ahead of you. And in each of your heads, you all hear this person go, "Welcome to my realm. Now we see what you're made of." And that's where we're going to end it.
Nice.
Amazing.
So, thanks everyone for viewing, for watching, for sticking around with us. This was a little one-shot, possibly more, that we did. This is all part of our charity stream for WAVAW, who, again, I'll give you the little blurb and let you guys know about them. They are British Columbia's largest rape crisis centre, providing free of charge support services for cis and trans women, two-spirit, trans and or non-binary survivors of sexualized violence. They advocate for social and systematic change through education, outreach and activism. They are a fabulous organisation doing amazing work to help support and provide assistance care for those that have been victims of some horrendous and traumatic instances of sexualized violence and assault. We're doing this as part of their kind of weekend charity event to raise money to help them fund therapy sessions, support sessions, all sorts of amazing stuff. So if you can please, spare a bit of money and donate to the cause. The link to our Tiltify is on our Instagram pages. It's on mine, Check for Traps. It's on the initiative orders. If you press ! Donate in the Twitch chat, it'll pop up in there for you. They are some really amazing people doing some great things. So please support them. Please help us out in raising some money. Thank you very much to my glorious cast of players for joining me on this little one-shot today. Before we sign off on this show, what we're going to do is we'll end this show. We'll stop the stream very briefly, swap things around and jump into our next show, which starts in about 15-20 minutes. That will be our Dungeons & Dragons Team Deathmatch Battle Royale, which is the Initiative Order crew versus the Spot Hidden crew in a level 20 Battle Royale, DM'd by the wonderful GotDM, Ray. He's going to probably kill everyone and we're not going to do anything to each other, let's be honest. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Before we go, you guys, let's run around the group and self-promote some social media links very quickly. We'll start with Alix.
Hey. I'm Alfield Windrunner, so it's Alfield_Windrunner on Instagram, and all my links are on there. Yeah, I'm cosplayer and Warhammer person over on that way.
Next up, we'll go to Jess.
My Instagram handle is @RisingValkyrie. Check me out there. I'm just chilling, just doing whatever makes me happy.
Lovely. Joe.
There we are. There we are. I don't think I need to say anything. I've had this here for the past almost 4 hours. So
And a t-shirt.
And this, yep, and where is it? And that one.
Yes, indeed. Yep. No problem.
Come and join me on anything. I'm around.
Lovely. Kelsey.
I am Tombs and Tomes on Instagram. I really like storytelling and stories, so I post books and I post tabletop role-playing content.
Lovely. And finally, B.
Hi, I'm Thia from Thia's Fantastical Things. You can find me on Twitter, Thia Things, and on Instagram under Thia's Fantastical Things. I make leather tabletop gaming goods and anything made out of leather, cosplay armor, you want it, I can make it.
Lovely. So yes, thank you everyone for watching. There may be a part 2, who knows, we'll see what the future holds. But again, yeah, thanks. We have another show straight after this, so stick around. we'll go dark very briefly for 10-15 minutes while we change things up, and then be back. So grab a drink, nip to the toilet, and we'll see you guys very shortly. So again, thank you very much.
Farewell.
Speak to you soon.